This is Mahogany and Fur.
Hey.
Carl, Mark,
Shit. I fucked it up.
caller hotline.
I talked over Liz.
16
That's all right.
No big deal.
Nobody cares.
What's wrong with you?
I'm so embarrassed.
It's
a good start.
So, hey, everybody. Hey, Mahogany and Fur, episode 6. Oh, shit, we gotta leave. There's a fire.
No, that's in Boston.
Give us an hour.
Oh, dude, it's too soon for that, Moose.
Nah.
So, yeah, how are you guys doing? What's been going on for the past couple of days with you guys, apart from the big story that's been going on lately?
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah. It's definitely something we're going to talk about. Liz, what's been going on with you?
I remodeled the studio the other day.
Not just you. I helped.
Oh yeah, Carl helped.
It looks good.
It does look. It looks sexy in here.
Really good.
It's like
It's like sexy time.
I mean,
We have a mahogany or
there's candles.
this is actually
velvet
velvet.
Where's the rose petals?
tabletop here
There's no rose petals.
with candles.
We're gonna get those next time.
Oh,
On the next Mahogany. And Steve, you can put up the new picture. We took a new picture, a new little promo shot of us.
Right.
It's very
Taken like 10 minutes ago.
yeah. It's
Yes.
a very. We're gonna take more after the
love
show
it.
today.
Well, what had happened was
What had happened
we were
was
supposed to take a picture like normal people do, and
It looks stupid.
Moose decided to grab Liz's boobs.
Yep.
The way you
Well, I
just
think
said
that's normal for us.
the way you just said boobs was hilarious to me.
Boobs. How did I say it?
Boobs.
Boobs.
You like boobs.
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 Yeah, so this is the new studio. We got a new camera angle. It's right up there, you guys, if you want to look into it and wave to everybody. Hi.
Hi.
We got the new camera angle. Everything's looking a little bit better in here, and everything's sounding a little better in here, I think.
Sounding a little better.
We even got sound effects that go right into the board now.
I like that a lot.
I know, it
goes
sounds
right
good.
to the board
I
now.
so badly want to touch a sound effect now, though.
Dude,
Don't
please.
touch my sound effects.
Resist the urge. You always derail
I know,
and
I
start
can't
playing
help it.
random.
I can't help it.
It's
It's
almost
fun.
like you have a panic attack. You just start hitting.
I just want to
It's
touch.
compulsive.
I just want to do the air raid one
She's
so bad right now.
Over there.
Don't
touch them.
look
We
at
got-
the air raid
We
button.
got the candles in here. They smell nice. Got them at Marshall's for $1.99. And, you know, Liz broke one of my beautiful vases. Like, it was a beautiful, like, $90 vase. Keep in mind, she's probably going to say, oh, he paid $6.99 for that. But I bought it at Marshall's. But it was like a $90 vase.
I still feel bad.
And Liz broke the shit out of it.
How did she break your
The
vase?
window was open and the wind blew it over.
Well, we were
Excuse me?
We were painting and the window was open and it blew it over.
Wait,
It
what
on
was,
the
what
window.
was the vase? What was the vase made of?
Glass.
Or glass? Wait, glass?
Yeah.
And wind knocked it over.
Well, I think Liz actually knocked it over.
No, it was the wind. I didn't touch it with the ladder. I
No,
was up on the ladder.
It's highly unlikely.
I'm
wind
under the
knocked
impression
glass
that,
over.
that Liz knocked it over.
No,
and
it knocked
that,
over one of the smaller ones the other day.
Yeah, but a smaller one. But this vase was like $90 vase. I mean, like I said, I only paid $7 for it. But I made her buy the candles for the studio.
Wait, let's do it.
Carl.
No, but I did this. I was so mad. And I was
Oh, you
yelling.
have sound effects
I
too.
do.
You bastard.
Snuck that one in there.
I won't use them that much. I don't actually like this layout. That layout on the iPad is better for that.
The thing
In my
about
opinion.
this soundboard app,
You got to scroll
this
through
particular
pages.
one, it's not in alphabetical order.
Or any sort of order.
I've been looking at this thing trying to understand what order they laid things out, and it doesn't make any sense.
You know, I think
It's like a Mark store. They just have random shit in different parts of the
Hey,
app.
language, young man. Remember, we're changing to PG-13.
yeah, we're going PG-13.
All right, so we should discuss what curse words are acceptable now.
Okay, well, we can't say fuck.
You just
All
did.
right, so fuck shit is not.
Cunt.
Shit,
Can't say
piss,
cunt.
fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat.
We can say tits, I think.
Fart,
Tits
Yeah.
and fart are fine.
Tits, fart.
turd,
Well, I
twat.
could say
Cunt is
ass.
probably not acceptable.
What is it?
But I
Cunt.
enjoy the word
Cunt.
cunt.
No, cunt's not a good
If we
word
were in
to
the
say.
UK,
Well, you have
cunt
to
would be
say
like,
it. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, we could say see you next Tuesday.
All right.
See
Right.
you next Tuesday.
We could come up with ways to say that what we're trying to say PG-13-ish, I
So
think.
okay, so generally what's acceptable is like words like ass, hell.
Ass is fine. Hell, damn.
Bitch is even acceptable, I think.
Bitch is fine.
Yeah.
Do you notice though?
I want to refrain from saying Liz a lot though, because
Okay.
It's very offensive.
It's
to some
offensive to
people,
me.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so offensive.
I agree.
So let's not.
No,
let's try to-
about those words though, I listen to both FM and AM radio.
Yeah.
And I noticed that some stations use the word ass, but like Trev can't say that word on the air. I don't know if there's a difference between what you can say on AM as opposed to FM.
I think it's all FCC regulated, so
It is.
I don't think
I
there's any
think
difference
Maybe
between
some
AM and FM.
some shows just
I
say,
think
hey,
it's
we'll
more
do it anyway, or
I
Their
think
audience.
It's more the demographics.
the
exactly,
demographic. Yeah. I think Triv's demographic is more of a older Republican, kind of.
They get a little testy when you say words like bitch.
When you say ass, they get kind of angry.
yeah.
My daughter's in the car.
You said ass.
Let me speak to your supervisor.
So yeah, I think that I mean, okay, so I think we should stick with the general FCC rules. You can say ass, damn. I think you can even say words like
You can say damn, but not goddamn. Did you know that? Isn't that weird?
That is
you
weird.
can say damn, but not goddamn.
Did you know you can say pussy, but you can't be referring to vagina?
the vagina? Yeah, it has to be.
So
the
I can say
actual
like
feline.
Steve is a pussy. All right.
Wait, really?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
I
have
can
three
say-
viewers. Let me give a shout out to my friends Lauren and Alyssa. They're listening. Hey guys.
Hey, fuck you, Lord Alyssa.
Don't ever,
No.
Liz. Don't ever do that again.
Never, ever, ever
Hey,
again.
can I just get out all my curse words?
Nope.
Who
Do
the
it.
Who the fuck gives a shit if Lauren and Alyssa
I
are
lo-
listening right now?
I
hey,
love-
Hey, Lauren and Alyssa, thank you that you're listening, but like to name them right now, who cares?
Liz, why don't you give
You
the phone number out and
tell
have
me.
them
Show
call in?
just took a giant leap
Yeah,
back into the
I'll give it-
R-rated
I'll give him the
category.
phone number.
Thanks to Mark.
Well, no, I said I'm going to get them all out right now. But
I want Lauren and Melissa or whatever her name is
Alyssa.
to call in right now.
Okay.
So call us right
Call
now. She's gonna give out the number. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna get. I don't have that thing.
I
in
do
here
have
anymore.
it.
Okay, give out the
That
number.
number
Liz.
is 216-539-9958.
Okay, so
Winning.
so give us a call. But the thing is, Liz, don't ever do that again.
Okay.
It's not funny. I'm not laughing. That's fucking talk slut bullshit that you did.
oh
right
my
there.
god,
Well, that's what I am.
don't ever do that again.
I'm serious. I don't want her to ever do that again because I mean it's amateur hour here when you do things like that. Oh my god, my friends are
What do you
listening.
think
Hello.
Cereal.
I am super serial.
My bad.
All right, now it's cool. Now you have to do something as punishment.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh god. Okay.
It's over
It's
now,
already
man.
starting. It's already
It's
starting.
last. It's gone, dude. So yeah, Liz, you have to do something ridiculous. So I think we gotta
You got to redeem yourself.
you gotta redeem yourself. You gotta come up with something to do. Now they're not calling in, so I don't think they're
Well-
going to.
Who wants to talk to Liz?
No, well, they wouldn't be talking to Liz. They would be talking to us.
Oh, that's right. We don't have a phone screen yet.
Hang on, is this Alyssa?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. Let me read the text. LOL, my phone froze when I texted you back. LOL again. It's really funny, apparently. hang on.
Alyssa,
hang on.
that
hang
is
on.
hilarious.
Hang on. She just sent one more. Dot. It's just me, by the way. Lauren's working. It's working. What the fuck, man? Just so you know that I'm smiling when I send this text message, I'm gonna write H and A 20 times.
So why don't you? What?
It's hilarious. It reminds me of that Louis C.K. bit about being hilarious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It was hilarious, bro. That's so hilarious. Why don't you-
Really? Did you lose your mind?
Why don't you send her the number to the show and have her call in so we can talk to her on the air? Because
I don't want to talk to
I
her,
really
so.
want to talk to her because she's probably gonna go LOL while we're talking to her.
Dude,
No.
it's gonna be cringy. It's because she's gonna be like on the spot.
Sometimes cringeworthy is the best worthy.
Alyssa, I don't know you from Adam, but let me guess how
She'll
this
do great.
conversation's going to go. You're going to call in, and it's going to be really awkward. You're not going to really say anything unless we ask you questions. Then when we do ask you questions, you're going to give one-word answers. It'd be, LOL. So
she
I'd rather
doesn't
her
talk
not
like that.
call in.
The reason I want to
Alyssa, prove me wrong. Call in right now.
call in right now and prove
Prove
us
me
wrong.
wrong.
prove us wrong.
Do you have any insightful observations that you made this week?
Me?
I want to know. No, not you.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Liz, sometimes, just sometimes, I love
sometimes
you.
you want to strangle me.
It's
Zach,
confusing.
No, I said I love you.
Wait.
Nope. Oh gosh. Don't want to do it.
Can you just let that loop? Whenever we ask Liz a question, just play that sound bite. Just play that sound
So Liz, what did you do this week?
What did I do this week? I went to work.
What else?
Hung out at home. Dealt with Carl making fun of me.
It's pretty funny.
I'm sure I messed up something. I accidentally. Oh yeah. This isn't funny because I feel really bad. But I ate
No,
Carl's
you're doing fine. You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep
laughing so
talking. Keep talking. You're doing good.
Nope. Oh gosh. Don't want to know.
Why are you guys making me laugh so hard?
You gotta keep that, man.
Dude, do the other one. The other one's even better. Do the second one.
Let's see. What else did I do? I ate Carl's sandwich.
You ate Carl's sandwich?
Man. I just laughed so hard at my metabolism's race. That's pretty good.
Can't
Man.
stop giggling like
That's pretty good.
Was that guy in the news that was giggling in that YouTube clip?
Oh,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
the CNN guy.
Oh, Anderson Cooper. Yeah.
He's giggling.
And it was like something ridiculous.
It sounded like that guy from The Big Lebowski.
Who
When
you
he's
talking
sitting in there and dude and Maud's talking and the guy like he's looking at records like and dude's like,
his name?
well, who the F is this guy? Who is he? And he's like, oh, just a friend of Maud's or something. He's like, oh, the friend with the cleft asshole. That guy.
Yeah, and he asked. He's like, would you like a drink? And the dude's like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like, the bar's over there. It's like, really?
The boss over there.
Okay, Alyssa, just update from Alyssa. LOL, hold on. Let me go outside. Uh-oh.
All right, here, listen.
All right, here it is.
So stupid.
It's Anderson Cooper. He was on a live broadcast, and I forget what he was laughing at, but it was so silly, and it just made him lose it. He was trying to get his poker face back.
It's so good.
Just gotta let it out.
It's funny because Anderson Cooper, he's so,
Serious.
somber most of the time, and
We were watching him on the.
the Giggle Fit. I said something like,
Giggle Fit.
This is
Giggle fit. The Anderson
We
Cooper
were watching
giggle
him
fit.
on the news today, and he's got like the most perfect head of hair. Like not one little follicle of hair is out of place.
oh, he's a silver fox, yeah.
Yeah, definitely is.
But he also has like 20 people doing his hair though, so I don't know if that counts or not.
So Liz, what did you do at work this week?
A lot of merchandising, a lot of cleaning up after people,
Oh gosh. Don't
answering questions and whatnot.
Answering what kind of questions?
do it.
Will this case fit on my phone? No, ma'am. That clearly says it's for an iPhone 5. You have a Droid charge.
I don't know why it's so funny.
Do you
We
hear
could
that?
just
in the
play that on
background?
repeat for the entire show, and it would
Yes.
still be funny.
I'm just like looking at her face.
I know. She looks like she doesn't hear it. It's great.
I'm pretending not to.
You can't tune it out, man. You
It's-
can't.
Yeah, it's almost like that's
I
her
can
inner
remove
monologue. You know what I mean?
Nope. Oh gosh. Don't want to know.
I could literally play that all day, and that could be the show. We can just loop.
Dude, we can't. We gotta save that. That's so golden. We can't play that out, man. We cannot. Play
I don't
that
want.
out.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin that. Okay, God, I'm like Anderson Cooper here having a giggle fit. I can't stop.
Giggle fits.
Anyways, we got to get into. We're gonna go into the news right now. Get a little bit of Liz news here.
Wait.
Nope.
Put it on the camera.
Wait, put that up to the camera.
Will it show up? Will it show
Put
up?
it on that camera and then switch it to that camera.
Steve, can you just hold it up to the camera and see if it
Yeah,
shows?
switch to that camera and then show that.
I mean, this is where the sound clip comes from, and it's probably,
Nope. Oh gosh.
Oh, it's not showing up. Not at all. It's completely whitewashed.
Don't wanna
Anyway, he's showing the.
It's Beaky.
Is that his name? Beaky?
Yeah, Beaky the Buzzard from Looney Tunes.
Beaky the Buzzard.
So yeah. All
You know,
right.
he starts to fly. He's like,
Hey, what would Beaky do? What was his point in the cartoons? What would he do?
He was just a dumbass bird.
But
Yeah.
like they had plots in those cartoons.
Well,
so
he
what
was
would he
trying
do in the plot?
He was trying to hunt a rabbit, I guess.
Yeah.
And you know his mom was, or the mother buzzard was trying to get him out of the nest, you know, to go after him. He's like, nope.
Gonna do it.
And she like, I saw the video clip, and she just kicks him out of the nest, and he like falls, and it's funny. She kicks him out, and he keeps flying forward, and he's still just going nope, and then he like,
Do that again.
he realizes that he's like,
do that one more time.
And then he realizes that
Good one.
he's like not in a nest anymore, and he looks down, and then he gets this like, you know, crazed expression. So
I feel like Beaky would be like,
Sorry.
what the?
I was trying to like tell you guys I was gonna go into Liz's news, but no one saw me.
Oh!
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I was gonna go into Liz's news, but everybody was still talking. I was trying to stop it. But I guess we're gonna go into Liz's news now.
I'm Lizard, and this is the news. Moose, what does that say right there?
Bombings at the Boston Marathon have brought attention to pressure cooker bombs. Improvised explosive devices can be constructed using everyday items. Those made with pressure cookers have been around for 40 years. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security has issued repeated warnings against IEDs made with pressure cookers. IEDs have been used in numerous attacks in the United States, most notably the April 1995 Oklahoma City bombing, the May 2010 attack in Times Square, and failed attempts by the underwear bomber and the shoe bomber. Some experts view the aircraft used to strike the Twin Towers and the Pentagon on 9/11 as the largest IEDs ever created. Abroad Anders Behring Breivik, the perpetrator in the July 2011 attack in Oslo, Norway, described the IED he had detonated before killing 77 people at a youth camp as a marketing tool for his extremist views. IEDs are a global threat and have become an effective weapon for those who advance their cause through terror and violence. For the past several years, excluding Iraq and Afghanistan, there are on average 3 IED incidents a day. The Department of Defense Joint IED Defeat Organization has an even higher estimate of 500 IEDs per incidents per month, and excluding Afghanistan and Iraq. The Boston Marathon attack exemplifies what some parts of the world experience on a regular basis. According to our estimates, the 10 days before the Boston Marathon, IEDs took the lives of more than 100 people in 7 countries, and in the past 60 days, 64 people were killed in a Pakistani incident in February, and 44 people were killed in a Nigerian incident in March. The Boston attack also cast a spotlight on the severity of injuries that result from IED use. Thousands of U.S. service members, veterans, and civilians around the world endure the consequences of these horrific injuries. IEDs cause the top 4 injuries to veterans, including hearing loss, traumatic brain injury, post-traumatic stress. According to the Blinded Veterans Association, approximately 34% of those injured by IED blast suffer dual sensory loss of vision and hearing, in addition to the well-documented physical wounds such as loss of limbs and other permanent disabilities. Boston Marathon medals go on eBay. Manufacturer disgusted. Several gold-colored medals strung on yellow and blue ribbons for runners of Monday's Boston Marathon were being offered for sale on eBay on Thursday. The The manufacturer described as disgusting.
Wait. So
She was doing so well too.
She was. But so they're selling the medals from the Boston Marathon on eBay now?
Yes.
I did look, and there was one going for $600. It's like, who? And there was bids on it, and I'm wondering to myself, I'm like, who's buying these? Like, what sick person is like, I need to remember when 3 people were killed?
A very immoral person was buying it.
It's disgusting.
But more
It's really
importantly,
disgusting.
Dude, who would sell that to make money?
To
You're
get it
literally
and
making
sell
a
it.
profit off of the tragedy.
Yeah, no, people are
Now,
disgusting.
maybe, to be fair, what if they were giving the proceeds to help the victims?
They're not.
Okay,
Well,
well,
we
until we
know
find
they're
that
not.
out, I'm gonna consider them a douchebag,
Right.
And the worst kind of human being on the earth.
Why can't those people get blown up?
On a side note, did you guys see the footage of after the bombing occurred and there was panic? I guess the whoever orchestrated the marathon, they had a huge bin of jackets that they were going to hand out to the people who finished the marathon.
And there were people stealing them.
And there are people
Looting
mob,
them.
a
Yeah.
mob of people looting
Disgusting.
this bin of these blue jackets. Taking armfuls because they knew they would be able to make money off of this.
It's disgusting. It's absolutely sick.
Tragedies always bring out the worst of humanity. Like
and the thing is,
the
though,
floods from Katrina, all the people that were looting stores, it just brings out the worst in people.
I agree with that, but hang on. But here's why I think it's worse. The looting after a disaster, looting occurs frequently, right?
Sometimes
but
it's
here's
necessary.
the thing: it's usually hours and even days after the fact. These people were looting these jackets literally 30 minutes after it happened.
I know it's sickening, man. I can't understand it.
30 minutes. So imagine going from I don't know what this sound is, people are dying, to man,
I'm gonna take a jacket.
I can make some money off of this.
Wow.
Fucked up. I'm sorry. I forgot we weren't swearing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me continue the story, guys.
I'm sorry, Liz. Go ahead.
Dan Ashworth, president and owner of Ashworth Awards of North Attlesburg, Massachusetts, which has made the medals and pins for the marathon for the past 31 years, said passerby may have picked up medals in the chaos and could be trying to profit from them. Some were fetching bids of more than $500. It's pretty disgusting, Ashworth said. I don't think any marathoner would sell their medal. eBay Incorporated spokeswoman Carrie Ramirez said the company does not allow listings that graphically portray and glorify or attempt to profit from human tragedy or suffering, and that the company was deeply saddened by the Boston tragedy.
Who said that?
eBay spokeswoman.
Okay. I didn't hear you.
The bombings killed 3 people and injured 176 others. Ramirez said eBay teams were monitoring related listings to ensure they comply with our policies and are also taking into account reports from our community members. The company said it evaluates whether to remove the listings on a case-by-case basis, and a spokeswoman did not respond to a question on whether it was considering blocking the medal listings. The Boston Marathon, run for its 117th consecutive year on Monday, is one of the most prestigious in the sport and attracts runners from all over the world. It requires most of the runners to qualify by having run fast times in other marathons.
Preliminaries.
Many runners spend years trying to meet the standard. Ashworth's company produced some 26,000 medals for the marathon. He said he had been waiting near the finish line, first for his wife and then for his sister, who completed the marathon 9 minutes before the explosions. Boston Police spokeswoman Angeline Richardson said the department had not been notified of any thefts. Marathon spokesman Mark Davis also said he was unaware of such theft.
That's crazy, man. I'm disgusted completely by this stuff.
With so many technical difficulties, it's amazing that they know how to work a computer. Welcome back to Mahogany and
So yeah, we probably should discuss the Boston Marathon.
let's
and the
talk
bombings
about
and
the
everything.
elephant in the room here. Let's talk about the not even just the marathon and what happened with those guys, but the Texas fertilizer plant blowing up. I mean, there's
That
a lot
blew
of
up.
crazy stuff.
That's
has been
bad
happening.
timing.
Yeah,
Isn't
it really
it?
was bad timing,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I mean,
because something like Boston happens, and then you see, I didn't even find out about it until the next morning. And I saw that
The
feed. I'm like,
explosion?
yeah, and you immediately think, you're like, can this be related? Could this be like, Boston be like the first attack, and then have like, other people across the country saying, hey, it's our turn now. So you immediately think the worst because you're already in that mindset, hey, shit's hit the fan. And that's what I was thinking when I heard about that. I'm like, there's no way that this could be an accident.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, that after the Boston bombing, your brain actually goes to, well, this has got to be something related to it. But the reports came out that this actual plant, they've had numerous OSHA violations, and the local residents around the plant complained about like a really heavy, strong ammonia smell up to like a mile away, emanating from the plant. And OSHA's been called up before to address that, and biohazard and whatnot. And people were saying they smelled the exact same smell right before the fertilizer plant blew up.
Right, I got a news report here of this. This is what I'm finding here.
Now, breaking news from KXAN News.
The town of West, just about 20 miles north of Waco, looks like a war zone tonight. That's following a fertilizer plant.
There's just fire everywhere.
Yeah, they were showing live footage of this. I mean, it really does look like some, you look at the World War II videos of being, towns being carpet bombed. And that's what it looks like. Just fire for like a half mile.
There are 2 confirmed.
Yeah, didn't it take out like 50 homes as well?
Yeah, there's an apartment complex that pretty much got wiped out.
I think that might be the apartment complex.
That's the apartment complex. Yeah. I mean, look at it. It's rubble. It's rubble.
It's too bad we can't show the video here, but yeah, it's completely just disturbing.
What was the final death count of that? Or are they still combing through the record? Because I know it was at like 12.
You know what? I don't know. Let's look it up.
I think I read 13 about a couple hours ago.
Really? 13? Mm-hmm. Wow. And did you see the video footage of one of the guys? He was like, I think he actually worked for the city. I don't know if he was a fireman or something like that, but he was an older gentleman, and he was like, just his face was completely bloody and cut up.
Yeah.
Because he was like pretty near the explosion.
Right.
And he was helping people out of the place.
I saw the cloud. I didn't see the video. I guess somebody caught the explosion on camera, but I saw the still picture of the smoke. It looked like a freaking mushroom cloud. Like,
it's amazing to see that. I was going to say the death toll rose to 14 as of like 4 hours ago. NBC News is reporting that. So, yeah, like 14 dead in that. Let alone, what we had happen on Monday. The explosion or the bombs that were placed at the finish line of the Boston Marathon. I was outside, I think, and I got the alert on my phone, and I just immediately was like, terrorist attack, something.
I was at my cubicle, and I have the ESPN Sports app on my phone, and it pretty much flashes news stories, and
right.
I saw, explosions reported at Boston Marathon, and I didn't really think nothing of it, And then all of a sudden, the news blew up, and I'm like, oh, wow, this is like a major, explosion.
Right, yeah. Yeah. And a lot of stuff has went down since then. It only took them, I believe I heard today that they identified the suspects on Monday, but did not release their information. They were releasing pictures of them. They released a lot of pictures last night. And I was actually up last night. At like 3 a.m. and that's when they were really going hard with the, looking for them.
But hey, real quick, back to the Texas explosion. I actually got audio.
Okay.
There was a guy, and he was in the parking lot. And when you actually look at Google Maps, he was like 500 feet away. I mean, he was a considerable good deal away from the actual explosion, and he was filming it with his camera phone in his car out the window. And just listen to the explosion. Go ahead. That's too far back. Ball right there. Ball right there.
I'm going to go right here. Now, isn't that after the explosion?
No. It should collapse. There. Looks like it's jumped out the window.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh, you okay?
Dad?
You okay?
Dad, I can't hear.
Come here.
I can't hear. Get out of here.
here. Please get out of here.
Oh my God.
Please get out of here. Please get out of here.
Play it one more time.
Oh my God. Dad, please get out of here.
So right now they're looking at a huge fire from the plant.
Huge fire.
I mean, this thing.
His dad and his daughter.
And I mean, the explosion that just happened right there, you just heard, is insane. You can literally see a shock wave of like the air being compressed from the explosion. Like it's just insane.
And you hear his daughter telling him that she can't hear. I mean, it was that loud.
It's actually a little boy, but yeah.
Oh, it was a little boy.
A
I'm
little
sorry.
boy, yeah. And yeah, people's windows got blown out.
Yeah.
Well, if you're that close to the shockwave, that's going to pop your eardrums pretty good.
Oh yeah. You hear the screams and whatnot. So I mean that explosion is just insane, And I didn't think about this until somebody made a point to say it. But why was there an apartment complex right next to a fertilizer factory? And turns out it's because Texas doesn't have any zoning regulations. You could put up a factory right next to a hospital, as there was. You could put a factory right next to a school, as there was. You can put a factory right next to a apartment complex, as there was.
Yeah.
And luckily, the blast didn't affect the hospital and the.
If it would have affected the hospital, there'd be many more dead than there are.
Well, just imagine at a hospital you have oxygen for people that are on an oxygen tank.
Yeah.
That's just a big fireball waiting to erupt. Right
Absolutely.
there.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, and there's also an elementary school in the same vicinity.
What time was this that this happened? I can't remember.
I mean, it was during the day. I
was it after school, though? I mean, hopefully it was after school.
I have no idea.
I think it happened in the evening because I didn't hear about it until the next morning.
Well, think about this, though. It was in the evening here. It's in Texas, so it was earlier. They're 4 hours behind.
I think it's more like 2.
Yeah, they're 2 or 3 now with the time change.
Not 2, though.
It depends on where in Texas, though.
Wait, what
Because Texas is a big state.
Time zones.
Texas is 2 hours.
No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Some parts of it might be 3 because that's a big state.
Wait, is it divided? 'Cause it is.
I think it's split.
Huge state. Yeah.
Between Mountain Time and Central.
Okay.
I think.
Somebody Google that. Google that.
Well, I'm going to play this here. This is what actually happened at the Boston Marathon on Monday.
All right. So here's Boston.
That was the first explosion.
People are running. Most people are running away, but a lot of people are running towards the explosion.
And there's the second explosion. You can see they're like 12 seconds apart. People were running towards where it happened, though, which is an awesome thing to see. You see people going towards the explosions, which is great because you're seeing humanity.
It shows
people trying to go help each other.
Shows a good.
This is a pretty graphic video, apparently.
Fucked up over here.
You hear that cop?
Yeah.
We're fucked up over here.
Yeah.
And you know what else? I mean, there's thousands of people in this vicinity right now, but it's eerily quiet for what just happened because people are so stunned that they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They don't know if a gas line exploded or if it was.
Well, imagine the runners thinking, hey, maybe it might be like, somebody had these fake cannons that are shooting them off as like a celebration. Hey, we crossed the finish line,
Well,
cannons with like confetti or something like that. But you get up to the scene itself and you see blood and you see people with missing like I posted a picture on my Facebook page of that guy being carted off.
Yeah.
And both you see it on Fox.
the
And
bones
they cut it.
being there.
What's his name?
But-
Isn't it Paul something?
I didn't get
Yeah.
the name, but you just see pieces of bone and ligament hanging from what's left of his knee.
And there's people out there.
And the guy's just kind of has this like blank expression on his face. He's like,
He's in shock.
He's in shock. Yeah, he's absolutely in shock. And, people say, it's too graphic to be showing that. And I disagree with that because it's not like it was something that happened to. It was like a personal thing that happened. This was a terrorist attack, and I think to get the full aspect of what just happened, you need to see the aftermath of that too. You don't just. You hear about it on the news and everybody, most things are going to be sugar-coated, but this is not sugar-coated. When you look at those pictures, they're some of the worst things I've seen, and I've looked at a lot of disgusting things online, but those are some of the worst pictures I've ever seen. With that guy's bones hanging out of his legs and just meat.
His bones and ligaments, his veins.
It's just
his main veins.
I mean, that
I have
really
to agree with you, man. I mean, honestly, I think it's good. I think it does more good for our country to see that than it does bad.
Yeah, there's no bad from it, I don't think.
I think one of the most ridiculous posts I had seen on Facebook about that gentleman was that he was already an amputee and it was Photoshopped.
Oh, yeah, the fucking... Excuse me. It's really hard to curb my cursing.
Curb the cursing.
But, yeah, the Alex Jones nuts. Yeah, Liz, they were talking about, right off the bat. They're like, oh, well, he was planted there. He was already
Right,
an
and I'm like, are you
amputee
kidding me?
From the... so, I was listening to another podcast, and Alex Jones was actually being interviewed, right?
Is that the gentleman's name?
No, Alex Jones is the conspiracy theorist leader.
Oh, okay.
He's their Jesus. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
This young lady called into the show and called him out. She's like, actually, I've been good friends with him for since middle school. He did not lose his legs in the war. He lost his legs there, and for you to be
right.
Alex, she called him out, and she was saying how
Completely
he's not, he hasn't said anything about it, but these are your cult followers who follow you purporting these rumors. You know what I mean? Why don't you actually speak the truth and denounce things when they're not true? And he just kind of sidestepped her and I can't.
Right, well,
I'll do the Alex Jones voice. I can't control every person, every one of my listeners, what they say.
Yeah, I know. Here, I actually was talking to Steve earlier today on text message, and he feeds into the conspiracy theory, I think, a little bit about this. What he had said was, I believe there was an explosion and that people died. The other details are up for debate. Lots of weird
Be prepared to defend yourself, sir.
Lots of weird talking place there. That's what you said, but I don't know what that means.
Oh, you're reading the actual text?
Yeah, stories changing every hour as to who, when, and where. Tons of pictures taken that are very odd. Now I understand the stories changing every hour, blah, blah, blah. It was a chaotic situation, so the stories are going to change. The Saudi Arabian gentleman who they thought... who was in a hospital bed, who they were questioning. Of course, there was some reason that they questioned.
Who is now supposedly on his way back home.
Yeah,
well, Steve, let me ask you the first question.
Well, hold on. Okay. I just want before we even go into it, what are the pictures that you saw that were very odd?
Well, the pictures that when they were looking for these two people, first of all, it was a Saudi guy that was under guard. He was injured. Then it was two Arabian guys in black outfits with black hats.
Right.
And these pictures from this InfoWars site. Now, I'm just, like I told you, I'm not buying into the whole thing, but there are certain bits and pieces to me that don't add up. You have multiple pictures, if you saw the picture of the exploded backpack, it was shredded. And they say that's what one of the bombs was put in. Well, this InfoWars site is showing a whole bunch of pictures of different people that definitely look military, all holding black bags, all wearing these black hats and some kind of logo on it. I think it's the Punisher logo. But
Punisher logo.
Yeah.
But there's also different pictures of other people kneeling and putting bags around that were taken at the scene. If you look at that link that I sent you, there's a guy that's kind of huddling in the, I guess in a storefront, a covered walkway,
I saw that picture,
kneeling
yeah.
down. It's just all the different information that's been presented since this took place. Police have 6 or 7 other unexploded devices. You heard about a third explosion that was at some kind of library that never took place.
Right.
And it's just all this. Now I know it's chaotic, but when you're in the media, you shouldn't be misinforming the public to this point, because all that's going to do is
there's a lot of confusion that comes in such a chaotic tragedy.
I mean, you got to understand, when something like that happens, first off, it's breaking news, national news, and everyone's attention gets turned to that.
The way the media is not. It's going to try and report the information as it comes out. And that is there's something to say about the responsibility in the media. They're responsible for reporting things that are accurate. Now, here's the thing, though. They're getting this information from the FBI, from the police, from the Boston police, from, everybody there, okay?
Yeah.
From quote unquote credible sources that they think are
Credible sources. So their pass information, they pass it on to us and have to redact that information.
Because real quick, just to add to what you're saying, even the FBI is getting so much misinformation.
The FBI is getting more misinformation than we are. I can guarantee it.
So I mean, you got to give. I know the media gets a lot of what's a nice word for the word I'm looking for, but I know the media gets a lot of crap for
that's right.
Reporting things too soon and spreading misinformation, but they're just trying to keep up with the pace. And when something like this happens, like I said, there's so much misinformation out there. I mean, look at 9/11. The day of 9/11, we heard so many crazy theories of what was going on. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just human nature. So, okay, here's my question for you, Steve. If you don't trust the media and about right after the bombing happened, if you have mistrust for them, why would you trust other theories that they make conclusions right off the bat too, such as InfoWars?
I'm not saying that I don't trust them. It's just to the point where you have a lot of different things that are happening and different things that are being reported. It sounds to me like, hey, maybe they're trying to cover up something else by changing the details. First it was a Saudi, then it was 2 Arabs, now it's 2 white Russians who are Chechens, who really shouldn't have a problem with America. Their main enemy has always been the Russian government.
But here's the thing: it's not necessarily that they have a problem with America why they did the bombing. It's not, I mean, you don't know exactly why they did it, and we'll probably never know the truth behind exactly why they did it unless what we're going to get to eventually. We got the one guy, but I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to explain why he did it.
Yeah,
he could say I didn't do it, and go through the trial and everything like that. But he doesn't. They don't necessarily have to hate America to want to bomb America. They could hate people. They could have an agenda for Chechnya.
Well, can we get into the possibilities of what they did it in a little bit? Let's talk about the initial reports. You were saying that at first it was a Saudi and whatnot. Well, of course, Steve, because we go by the usual suspects. You know what I mean? But what people don't understand is Arabs come in all varieties of skin color. You know what I mean? I mean,
right.
I know Arabs that are lighter than you guys. I know Arabs that are darker than, the darkest Africans. So that means nothing. But
Chechnya is a Muslim area too.
It's an ethnic area with a high volume of Muslim people.
It's split between Muslims and Christians, and which explains a lot of it. Well, Russia is a Christian nation.
It's an Orthodox,
and Chechnya became predominantly Muslim and wanted to be separate from them.
Yes.
Which is within their rights. Whatever. I don't care. It's your country. Do what you want to do. So they had 2 civil wars pretty much, between, to get independence from Russia. They had 2 of them in the 90s. Yeah. A lot of bloodshed. I mean, it was bad in Chechnya.
Yeah, this is nothing. What happened here is nothing compared to that.
This was a Wednesday for them.
Yeah. Like a Wednesday morning for them.
But regardless, I mean, like I said, you look for the usual suspects at first, and then just judging by the bombs, the style they were,
and they didn't know the style they were at first.
Well, they were saying that it's from what we've seen from Al Qaeda, it's pretty amateur.
Those were, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. And looking, Steve, when you posted that to your Facebook, I didn't even look at it. I don't ever take someone posting links to InfoWars as a credible person, and I hate to say that to you. I mean, you're a good guy, but InfoWars is worse than PerezHilton.com to me. It's news tabloid. That's what I mean. It's tabloids for conspiracy theorists.
I agree. Real quick, before you rebuttal, Steve, I feel like I like Alex Jones. First off, let me say I do like Alex Jones, and I heard a really good analogy about Alex Jones. He's like a really tasty steak, but you have to cut around
tons of
fat to get around to the good part of the steak. And I think that Alex Jones has 20% of what Alex Jones says has some real credible truth that you should look behind what's going on. But the other 80% is just nut like the ramblings of a nutcase. You know what I mean?
Here's part of
the idiots that'll believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's true. Here, this is basically what the article says on InfoWars, which I can't believe I'm even quoting this website, but images that show employees of a private security firm involved in what appears to be a bombing drill confirm eyewitness reports that such an exercise was underway in the hours preceding the attack on the Boston Marathon, although authorities continue to deny that any drill took place. When an InfoWars reporter, I'm going to redact that name here so he doesn't have to be associated with InfoWars more than he already is, questioned the Massachusetts governor, the mayor of Boston, and the FBI special agent in charge of Boston on whether there was a bomb drill taking place in the morning of the attack. He was told there was no specific intelligence regarding an attack and that no drills took place besides the usual precautions. Now, there was also reports that somebody, this article is quoting one person saying there was an announcement that there was a drill. And how many people were there at the Boston Marathon? At the thousands of people. One person heard them say that there was a bomb drill. Not one other person came forward saying that there was a bomb drill.
Yeah, it's BS.
It's BS completely. That's my first thing.
But going back to the 20% that I was just saying about, like, there's certain things where, like, I do think. And Steve, what you're talking about, we're looking at a picture right now. You can't see it, but we're looking at a picture right now of two guys, and they look like Navy SEALs guys. They really do.
They do.
Is this the Punisher backpack photo?
Yes, yes. These guys look like Navy SEALs men. You know what I mean? They're built and they're dressed in what a military elite guy would wear, and is trying to quote unquote look undercover.
Yeah.
But, and I saw a zoom-in photo of one of the devices that they had. They look like cell phones, but they're actually more like, close-range communication devices, like more like walkie-talkies.
And who's to say that's not private security?
Well, who's to say? Exactly. But I'm saying that does need to be addressed. No one's talking about who these guys were. And I think that does need to be addressed.
That's because I think there's one photo that shows those guys.
No, there's several photos. I've seen several.
Look at this photo, though. I mean, you can't see it out there. I apologize. But if you look at the photo, where's the photo that shows those guys standing there during the thing? Look. They're standing there like this. Look at that.
Yeah.
But then you have these guys. That one guy who doesn't look anything like this guy up here.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, he's this guy.
He does. Yeah, it looks just like him. No. This is a white guy. That's not a white guy.
But look,
that's not a white guy.
That's who they're saying that is.
Oh, see, that's why I don't pay attention to InfoWars.
And look at this. Look, they're saying that's the guy, right? Okay.
Okay. First off, there's two guys there in the main photo.
That's what I'm saying.
A clear shot of. I'm just going to describe what we're looking at. There's a European of descent white guy, and then there's a guy who's brown skin,
dark skin,
closer to my complexion.
Right.
They're both saying they both look like Navy SEALs. Then this is what I don't like about InfoWars is we see another shot and these guys look nothing alike. Now that's a white guy right there.
That is a white guy.
These are two white guys. You know what I mean?
That's a skinny white dude. Look at his neck. Is skinny. This guy's.
But they are still wearing the exact same clothing.
Right. Right.
I think the one shot's from behind and the other one's facing forward. Is that the picture you guys are looking at?
Yeah, and it's not the same. It's not the same photo.
And they're like zooming in on the hats.
That's not him.
No, that's definitely not him. Now the other thing is, I mean, if you look at this photo here, you cannot tell me that you can make this photo as taken at the Boston Marathon.
What do you mean?
I don't see any people around him.
Number one, there's just people walking.
No, they're in the middle of the street. Look at the white.
Yeah, but
line.
I'm saying, like, look, there's not. Who's to say that's at the Boston Marathon? We don't know. That could be just a random photo they found.
That's a stretch.
No, I don't think
they
so.
were definitely there.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if those guys were even there.
Look at the picture. It should be on that same link, too. And it's more interesting to talk about.
Of the guy crouching?
The guy crouching in that little alcove with a backpack.
He's sitting there, I think. He has a little cup next to him. He's probably sitting there hanging out. That's what I see in that. I mean, I don't see anything odd about that.
Well,
I've crouched in a doorway.
I'll tell you what I find odd about it. Is in the first picture, they're standing in the middle of the street on their devices, their communication devices. Let's just call them walkie-talkies. And no one's telling them to move to the side like they're normal civilians. So I think they actually were some kind of security or who knows what they were. But the reason why I find that suspicious is because if these guys are some type of security and they're freaking acting like they're security,
Yeah, absolutely.
why is the one guy crouched in a building? So this is that 20% I'm talking about. That makes you kind of like look at it twice.
I don't
And that's what I was trying to
Wouldn't
come
he be
across
in the
to Carl.
front
I'm
lines?
not completely taking the entire InfoWars thing hook, line, and sinker. I like to keep an open mind on all different varieties of opinions
Here's a
and
picture of
ideas.
the device.
You know, there's just a lot of X factors that I think need to be explained. You know,
and
how many black backpacks were there? Why were all these people walking around with black backpacks?
Well,
if you're in the military.
That's irrelevant.
Why do you need those?
That's irrelevant. The backpacks are irrelevant. I mean, literally, if you look at the line, maybe 10 minutes before the bombings actually took place, you can see literally hundreds of backpacks lined across the walkway because a lot of people, like towards the end of the finish line, they have family members or friends and relatives who are in the race, and they have equipment in there like water bottles, extra clothing for when they're done with the race and whatnot. So that's irrelevant. I don't care about the black backpacks. What I'm asking is, how come these guys went from being in the middle of the street right before the bombing and they're on their devices, communicating? Dude, look at that. That's not a cell phone.
That looks like an old cell phone to me.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it
dude.
does.
Go back to the picture.
Look.
Go back to the picture.
I will. I'll go right back. I mean, we can't see it on the air. I apologize.
That looks like a GPS radio. Steve, you know what I'm talking about when I say GPS radios?
Yeah.
That looks like a GPS
It
radio.
looks like an old radio in a
satellite-
case. It looks like an
satellite
old
phone
cell phone
kind
in a
of thing.
case.
Not,
Yeah.
dude, no
But
way.
here's why I
No
hate InfoWars. Listen to this sentence. The 2 or 3 men's behavior and demeanor in the photos clearly suggests that they are engaged in some kind of drill, which would correlate with the eyewitness report from marathon runners that bomb drills were taking place at the start of the event and that participators were told to remain calm. Immediately after the bombing, an image also emerged showing an individual walking on the roof immediately above where the blast took place, again suggesting that he was taking part in a drill that paralleled the real attack. What about any of that says suggesting that they're in a drill? I mean, if you saw a guy walking on a roof here, would you be like, I think that guy up there is suggesting he's in a drill?
No.
Right? No. So InfoWars is putting the spin on it for money. That's all they're doing to get advertising revenue. I can guarantee you that these assholes at InfoWars, do not believe a word of this bullshit that they're spewing. And I can say that Alex Jones probably does not believe a word of the bullshit that he's spewing either on the radio. I mean, that's how I feel about it. I do not think he believes a word he's saying. He's doing it for people. I'm not saying just Steve, because he already admitted that he doesn't, he's not feeding into it, But there's people out there that are immediately after the bombings took place. This is a conspiracy. Mm-hmm. This is not real. This is all fake. Nobody died. Sandy Hook. No kids died. Blah, 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 blah. And if you told me that, I would never talk to you again. I'm sorry. You can not tell me that not a child died at Sandy Hook.
Oh, no, not at all.
And that Sandy Hook was fake. That's bullshit.
It's kind of like along the lines of this other Facebook post I had seen, and it was pictured a 5-year-old child running in a marathon.
That was a fake photo.
Yeah, and it tried to say, oh, this kid was running for Sandy Hook, and they got killed in the explosion.
You know what's funny about those conspiracy people that made that photo, by the way, that placed that photo up there saying that? Her what is that thing you wear during a marathon with the number on it? What do they call that? A tag?
Your tag, yeah.
Okay, the girl's tag clearly did not say Boston Marathon. It had another marathon name on it. Yet people were believing that this little girl was running for the children of Sandy Hook and died in the blast. I saw it all over Facebook. This crap.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
so she wasn't.
People
she
were
wasn't.
sharing
No,
it.
that was all made up.
This
is what
is
you're
made
saying.
up.
All made up. If you look at it, the thing, it wasn't even a Boston Marathon plaque on her chest. It was from another marathon 2 years ago. People are such, they want things to be a conspiracy. Okay? They want things to be a conspiracy so they have something to talk about in their twisted minds.
I think it goes deeper than that. I don't. I think a lot of times when I personally believe the world's chaotic,
right?
And I think sometimes bad things just happen.
Bad things do just happen.
But things like 9/11 and the Boston Marathon bombing, I think people struggle with accepting the idea that these things just happen. And to cope with that, they in their minds they go, well, there has to be a greater plan that this happened. This could have just happened out of the blue.
No, I hear
yes,
you.
I'm sorry, but it could.
Yeah.
It could just happen out of the blue.
I'm with you on that.
And
I think that
that's
people
a
look.
lot.
I think that people look for a reason for things that happen, and a lot of people do that, and they don't go to the route of the government did this or it's all set up. They just go, some people that believe in God will say, God, God has a plan for these.
Works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, God has a plan for these people that died at this, or it's helping bring to light, terrorism, so that we can be more vigilant in our lives. It's a good thing because now we'll know what to look out for. You can never guarantee something like that is not going to happen, and you can't live your life scared of something like that going to happen. You can't go, I gotta stay inside because I don't want to go outside. I can't go to big crowds. I can't go to New York City.
Become agoraphobic.
Right. I can't go to New York City because they target New York City for terrorism. Now they're targeting Boston for terrorism. Next they're going to target Chicago for terrorism, or Cleveland, or you can't live your life thinking that. And I think some people go to the route of conspiracy theories and things like that to make themselves feel better.
I agree with you. I think they do it to just make sense of what happened.
Make sense
because
of what
I think a lot of people have a hard time accepting that life is chaotic sometimes.
I'm bumming another smoke off you.
People are that simple-minded.
Camel
They'll believe
Blue.
Anything.
The greatest cigarettes you could smoke.
Well, you know what, man? A lot of conspiracy theorists, they're not dumb people. They're not dumb.
No.
So I wouldn't say that they're.
A lot of them are probably a lot smarter than all of us combined.
Honestly, I don't.
I think they're just misguided.
I don't think that they're very smart at all.
I
Actually.
disagree. There's a lot of
because I mean, you look at this. You look at everything in here. Like I don't know if you were in here when I said it.
People.
Given the fact that authorities had to cancel. Oh no, I'm reading the wrong part here. Hold on.
They're too smart for their own good.
Like this.
I wouldn't go that far either.
The two or three men's behavior and demeanor in the photos clearly suggests that they are engaged in some kind of drill. Does it?
No,
Does
it
it really
doesn't.
clearly
Zach,
suggest?
no, it doesn't. It's all hearsay.
That's stupid. That is stupid, and that's your dumbass mind being stupid.
20%, maybe I should pay attention to this. 80% speculation. That's what I can't stand about conspiracy theories. In every conspiracy theory, there's a kernel of truth to it, which makes you latch onto it.
Right.
And it's like the
Trying to find that kernel is the hard part, though.
No, not necessarily.
Not
No. It's the age old, and I forget what it's called in marketing, but it's been around since the dawn of man.
Right.
It's if you believe this, which you do, right, then I could sell you on this.
That's absolutely
all
right.
it is.
And that's how a conspiracy builds and builds and builds. If you think that there's a guy over there that is part of a drill team, then I can let you know that nobody actually died during the Boston Marathon bombings, and that there wasn't even a bomb during the marathon bombings, and that it was all staged on TV with CGI graphics and things like that during the thing. But what about all the people that were there that saw it? Well, they're all in on it. The thousands of people that were there are all in on it? Yeah, the thousands of people that were standing right there, the ones that lost family members, were all in on it because the family members never actually died.
It's the same principle behind a lie. Once you say a lie, and I'm not saying conspiracy theories are lies per se. I'm just saying it's similar to the concept of once you tell a lie, you have to keep telling more lies to justify
To cover up
the questions that people ask about the original lie. And that's what conspiracy theories are. In my opinion.
Absolutely true.
You know
That's
what I mean?
absolutely true.
Like, okay, for instance, the average person goes, "Yeah, who are these guys dressed like this?"
I said that.
Who are these guys?
Who are they?
Now, that's what a rational person does. But then, there's other people who go, they just start making up stories.
Who are these guys? Well, they're part of a drill team that's doing a drill bombing.
Dude.
And oh no, the bomb actually was a real bomb instead of a false bomb, and it blew up and killed people. And now they need to blame it on somebody. So first, we're going to blame it on the Saudi Arabian guy. But anyway, people aren't going to believe that. And the guy's in the hospital, and he could talk. So wait, let's move it to these guys over here. No, those guys are not believable enough. Let's move it to these Chechen guys. Who let's start going further into this about what happened today. Let's start a firefight between them and the police, having them throwing bombs at everybody, but they're not really real. And
they're patsies. They were getting paid to do this. It got out of control.
You know what? And we never saw those guys on TV during the thing. I never saw him in the police car when he left. He's not real.
So Let's take a deep breath. That everything Carl just said came from the original question of who are these guys dressed like that?
That's how conspiracy
theory works, right there.
And I do not ever, and I'll tell you what, and I don't know if you were in when I said this. I do not believe Alex Jones even believes a word he fucking.
Oh no, he's
spews.
like Rush Limbaugh, dude. I think
he's Rush Limbaugh. What's that other guy?
Rush Limbaugh does believe what he says, though.
No, he doesn't.
I think it's infotainment. Yeah.
What's that other guy in the morning?
Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck. He clearly is not as insane as he makes himself out to be. He's crying over like a healthcare bill. He's an asshole, and he's doing that to get money. To make money,
laughing his way.
And you know what
bank.
the sad part is, and you know what's great? It must be great about being him is he'll go home and he'll sit back and in his easy chair at home, and he's going
1980s.
All these suckers believe everything I say. Nobody believes. I mean, people believe him, and that's the
dude. No, Glenn Beck is one of the biggest shows.
That's what I'm saying.
Fox.
It's mind-boggling that people believe him. And everything he says. I mean, some of the things he say may be truth, but there's this rationale that he puts out there that he's just like. Well,
those people are gonna cater and be believed by the audience that you're trying to reach. I mean, you have people that are just as vigorous on the left as you have with people on the right too. So you're gonna the majority of people that are gonna believe that are gonna be people that are agreeing with what he's saying.
And you're completely right, and I don't want to make it seem like we're picking on conservatives or
no, either way
right-wing people. But Glenn Beck's and Rush Limbaugh's are like an easy example.
And I'm right in the middle.
No, liberals can be as full of crap as well. I mean, I do like MSNBC, but there's some times where I'll be watching Rachel Maddow and I'm just like, what? That's not right.
Honestly, I believe the only news that is partway responsible during reporting is CNN. They don't seem to slide.
They've
sell
gotten
themselves
a lot more middle of the road because they used to be far left leaning, and they're very, very middle of the road now.
And that's where I am.
I'm applauding them.
I wouldn't even say they used to be far left leaning. I think that it all plays with their competition. I think CNN used to pride itself on being in the middle and actual unbiased news. Then Fox News came around and they started getting huge ratings. So CNN took the natural position of taking up a more left position on reporting news. Then MSNBC came along and took up the entire left liberal flag. So CNN went back to being in the middle. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I believe you. I mean, I don't. Not that I. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Couldn't think. I was thinking of Steve for a moment there. So we're gonna take a break real quick. Get our composure here.
We'll keep talking about this.
We will, because this is a big story. There's still tons more to talk about regarding this. That was just Monday, basically, that we talked about already. There's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today.
Agreed.
To talk about. So we're going to come back. We're going to talk about that stuff. And we'll see you in a minute.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your dog.
Please.
Do it up, Steve. Hit that shit.
Hey,
I mean,
we really gotta
hit that.
You know what though? It's going to take a few shows.
Hit
to get
that.
away from hit that ish.
Hit that. Just double click.
Remember, like the '90s rap songs? They go with ish instead of shh.
Ish.
Double click it really fast. They play the curse word backwards. Move it up there. So shit sounds like ish. And bitch sounds like itch.
It's going, but it's.
I'm loving what you're talking about. No one's paying attention.
your size.
Get your fucking hands back up in the fucking air. Here we go. Make some fucking noise right fucking now! Take care of yourself.
Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Everything they told me not to is exactly what I would. Man, I tried to stop, man, I tried the best I could, but you make me smile What's your addiction? Is it money? Is it girls? Is it weed? I've been afflicted, but not one, not two, but all three. She's got the same thing about me, but more about us. She's coming over, so I guess that means I'm a drug. Just let me pick now. I mean, damn, I'm so curious. She's got a lover, so the lies and the lust is a rush. Time's of the essence. I need you to be spontaneous. Roll up the doja, Henny and Coca-Cola. Then I'm coming over, cause it's never over. Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Everything they told me not to was exactly what I would. Man, I tried to stop, man, I tried the best I could, but make me smile. I see the emotion in your eyes that you try not to show. We get the closest when you high, or you drunk, or you blow. So I pour the potion so we can both get high as we can go. And I'll get the lotion and do something to me when your thighs is exposed. No turning back now. I mean, I don't mean to impose. Not now, but right now, I need you to undress and then pose. I'm into that now. Get your vibe when the doors get closed. Roll up the doja, Henny and Coca-Cola, and I keep coming over, cause it's never over.
Why everything's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Everything they told me not to was exactly what I would. Man, I tried to stop, man, I tried the best I could, but make me smile.
Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Everything they told me not to was exactly what I would. Man, I tried to stop, man, I tried the best I could, but I just wanted to ask you, just wanted to let me how would I put this on? Let's say on your friends, remember the one, you said if you ever, she would be the one. Okay, with my heart. Well, I was thinking hypothetically. I mean, don't take this seriously. Don't take me. I mean, just not credibly. I feel it incredibly. I mean, let's let it be. I just let it be. I mean, you, her, and me. I mean, you, her, and me. Maybe, baby, 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 baby. You know I was just kidding. Unless you gon' do it, make me smile.
Back up with your live radio voice. And this is Mahogany and
Hey, it's Mahogany and Fur. We're back. We didn't say our names before, but people should probably figure that out by now. But I'm Carl.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
That's Mark.
Or
We
the
got
Rock.
Lizard, the Underachiever, and we got Moose. Hey guys, I was at the store today, and we bought Moose a gift. So I think we're gonna present it to him right now. We got Moose Harry and David's Moose Munch confection, which is original
stuff looks
caramel,
good,
cashews, and almonds. If you want to show
I'm gonna
everybody,
put it on.
if you want to
over
show
in this
everybody,
camera
yeah,
here.
show everybody what we got you.
Why is there a moose on there? Is that what Canadians eat?
I don't know. I don't know why it has a moose.
It's like such a random package.
It is. So that's the Moose Munch, Harry and David Moose Munch. We got that for Moose. Why don't you crack that open and
Yeah, and share.
try it out? I don't want any.
Dude, I'll
I
try
like
some.
eating.
I guess I will.
Is it caramel corn?
Caramel, cashews,
Caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
Which one? How do you guys say it? Caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
I say
caramel.
Caramely.
Steve says
corny
caramel.
corn.
Liz?
Caramel corn.
Liz says caramel.
Caramel.
So we all say caramel.
Yeah.
But he says caramel.
It's not caramel.
So
what old
only
people
so we
say.
agree that only damn commies say caramel.
Yes.
Damn commies say caramel.
There's another question.
Moose, open that
Is it
package
soda
faster.
or pop?
We're from Ohio, bro. It's pop.
Pop.
Right.
It's
I'm
that
gonna give
I
me
say
a
soda
cold pop.
actually.
You're an asshole.
Give me a cold poppity pop.
Don't say that. You can't say asshole.
I can't say asshole.
No, you can say ass.
say
but you can't
ass. Okay,
say
all right,
asshole on the
You
radio.
need to get the delay out.
Yeah, we should get a delay so we can go beep.
Little dump button.
So we can do. Wait, there is one on here. Wait, let me find. There it is. Wait a minute. So it'd be like, you mother.
Dude, that's awesome.
You stupid mother.
Or we'd be like one of those like silly gag shows from the 90s, like, you piece of. Fail.
Oh.
Let me try that again. You piece of.
Wow, Moose, you're having a lot of trouble there. Moose is using his teeth.
That's what I'm trying to do. Okay,
to
all right.
open the popcorn.
You stupid piece of.
All
I
right.
suck. All right, never mind.
Hell yeah.
Here he is, the biggest douche of the universe. In all the galaxies, there's no bigger douche than you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I accept this award. The biggest douche. You know, some say, Mark,
think we're off path.
did you work to achieve being a douche, or was it something that came natural? And honestly, it was a little bit of both. You know,
you.
All right.
Never mind. I'm not going to.
Are
say it.
we getting the news here?
Liz.
Oh, see
You.
Where's my intro?
No, I didn't say do the news yet. All right, Liz's news is coming up
Buzz,
here.
You're gonna make another appearance.
Liz, what are you gonna be talking about in the news in a second?
I will be talking about the taste of beer makes people want to drink more.
Blah, blah, blah.
All right, Liz's news is up right now.
I'm Lizard, and this is the news. Moose, what does that say right there?
The taste of beer makes people want to drink more. A new study says just tasting beer increases the person's desire to get drunk. According to CBS News, the study found that people who only tasted beer without any effect from the alcohol itself had dopamine, a brain neurotransmitter associated with alcohol and other abuse drugs released in the brain. Researchers gave 49 men 2 scans, one when they tasted beer and one when they tasted Gatorade, which looked for evidence of a dopamine increase. According to the study, researchers found that there were increased levels of dopamine when the men drank beer. Also, a significant increase in dopamine activity with participants whose families had a history of alcoholism. We believe this is the first experiment in humans to show the taste of an alcoholic drink alone without any intoxicating effects from the alcohol can elicit this dopamine activity in the brain's reward centers, said David A. Carrican, Ph.D., professor of neurology at IU School of Medicine and the deputy director of the Indiana Alcohol Research Center in a press release. And coming up next, the stories of 2 brothers suspected in the bombing. From the Associated Press in Boston. Tamaran Sarnev, an amateur boxer with muscular arms and enough brio to arrive at a spring session without protective gear, his younger brother, Dafar, who was popular in high school and won student scholarships for college and like to hang. Details of 2...
Oh gosh, I don't want to know no shucks.
Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. Details of 2 lives, suddenly infamous, came to light Friday overnight. 2 men previously seen only in grainy camera images were revealed to be ethnic Chechen brothers suspected in a horrific act of terrorism. Tamerlan was dead. His 19-year-old brother would be captured after a furious manhunt that shut down much of Boston. But the details of their lives shed precious little light on the most vexing question. Why would two brothers come to America a decade ago to turn on their adopted home with an attack on a cherished tradition, the Boston Marathon? The family arrived in the United States seeking refuge from strife in their homeland. Why people go to America? You know why? The father, Asner Sarnov, said in an interview from Russia, where he lives now. Our political system in Russia, Chechens, were persecuted in Kyrgyzstan. There were problems. The family moved from Kyrgyzstan to Dagestan, in a predominantly Muslim republic in North.
Liz, read the news. Come on. What are you
You guys are
doing?
being incredibly disruptive.
Read it. Don't listen to what I'm saying and read it.
You're a
Don't
professional.
Text. Get off
You
the
got to
text.
work through
Taking your phone.
distractions.
Okay, I will work through the distractions right
Read.
now. I'm reading. The father set up as an auto mechanic, and the two boys, there were sisters too, went to school. Defar at least attended the Cambridge Ridge and Latin School, a prestigious public school just blocks from Harvard Yard. From there, the boys' paths diverged somewhat for at least a while. Tamerlan, who was 26, was killed overnight in a shootout, dropped out after studying at Bunker Hill University. I don't have a single American friend. He was quoted saying in a photo package that appeared in a Boston University student magazine in 2010. He identified himself as Muslim and said he did not drink or smoke. God said no alcohol, he said. He hoped to fight for the U.S. Olympic team and become a
Doesn't stop
naturalized
me.
American. As a boxer, he was known for his nerve. He's a real cocky guy, said one of the trainers who worked with him, Kendrick Ball. He said the young man came to his first sparring session with no protective gear. That's unheard of with boxing, Ball said, but he added, in the sport, you gotta be sure of yourself. You know what I mean? More recently, Tamerlan, married with a young daughter, became a devout Muslim, and according to his aunt, Mariette Tarsnova, she reported outside her Toronto home Friday that the older brother had taken to praying 5 times a day. In 2011, the FBI interviewed Tamerlan at the behest of a foreign government. A federal law enforcement official said, speaking anonymously, the officials would not say what country made the request and why, but he said nothing derogatory was found. During the... Okay, I'm done reading this.
What are you doing?
I was actually listening. What do you mean?
Yeah,
you're
we weren't
done?
even like playing anything.
Who does that? You know what?
I'm done. I'm done reading.
And it's too...
That's enough info.
Liz, read it. This is news. It's serious news, Liz.
I was actually listening to what you were saying.
It was good information.
I'm done with that one. It's a giant novel. I will read this story to you guys. About a 6-year-old who was punished because her
Well, no, you're
parents
not allowed
made
to
her
read
late.
another one. Stop.
Okay.
No, you're not allowed to read another one. Liz, what the hell are you doing?
Look, can we end for a second?
Nope. Not gonna do it. Nope.
You're fired.
Jeez. That's going to take some... I got to get my composure back after that. That was rough. Who says they're done reading it in the middle of things?
Dude, who does that? And like every time, like, you know, she would stop and like kind of like read ahead kind of thing, like silent.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking in my head.
I didn't even mind that.
Come on!
I know. I didn't even mind the pausing. The pausing didn't get to me. It was the blah 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 blah
Blah, blah, blah.
blah 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 blah. That got to me. And you're not playing with your phone anymore. You were trying to text while you were reading the news.
Yeah, but that didn't distract me.
Yes, it did. You stopped talking and you were texting back.
No, you took my phone away from me, and it's been away from me for a while.
No, you were.
No!
No! No!
That is not true.
Talk.
You just said I wasn't supposed to.
Just look, dude. Okay.
Hey, hang on. Liz.
What would you say you do here?
Not much.
Okay, like Liz, yeah, let's talk about this. So we had a guest booked for the show today, and I will go in and get the email that Liz sent out that the woman that was coming in, her name is Adele Park. She was an author. I'm gonna get the email out. I'm gonna read it where it says that she's ready to go at 10:30 a.m. And Liz,
I do not believe it says that.
why don't you get the email and read it to us?
I can confirm that you had AM in the letter.
I
the email.
did not. What? How is that possible?
So do you see it in there?
I apologize for nothing.
This is great.
I'm looking for it.
All right, here, let me pull it up on my phone. I got it right here too.
So like when I saw like it said 8:30 a.m. I knew it was a mistake, but part of me was just like,
It says Friday, April 19th at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. There is no AM or PM on there.
I'm referring to the Gmail email.
Yeah.
I am in
And so is
Gmail.
Carl.
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
This is what she sent me right after I spoke to her on the phone.
No!
She even right here apologizes for her mix-up.
No, it's your mix-up. You didn't specifically tell her it was PM either, did you?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you. Confirming.
Yeah. So anyway, let's just move on, man.
Yeah, it says nowhere.
Yeah, that's
in
rough,
there.
So.
Right? See, I'm right.
Steve, you got anything for us tonight? Got some tech
Got
news?
some tech stuff. I actually just found a really cool article here that I'm going to investigate a little bit.
It's all about the Pentiums, baby.
Hi. Steve Moose is going to tell you some technical stuff. It's time for our technical minute. Has anyone seen my inhaler?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
That's the point.
Yeah, we got a just found this on Engadget.com. It's a really good website if you're into the tech scene. They cover pretty much televisions, cell phones, laptops, PDAs, all that good stuff. Just talking, I just found this good little review on a new company in Taiwan called Inhan, and they're coming out with a looks like a sub notebook. It's called the Carbon Blade. It is 1.9 pounds, 10.7 millimeters thick, really tiny, and it actually comes with a lot of good stuff in it. It's got a Core i5 or i7 processor, which is one of Intel's more powerful chips, a 1080p high-definition screen. You have the option of a 128 gig or 256 gig solid-state drive, which to you non-techie people, a solid-state drive is essentially a flash drive. There's no moving parts like a traditional hard drive.
Hang on, guys.
Hey,
We got a call about something. We got a call about something. Hey, this is Mahogany and Fur. You're on the air with us. What's going on?
Hi, I was calling to see if you guys were hiring.
What do you want to be hired for?
I was trying to get a job reading the news. It seems like you guys need someone else to read the news.
Why do you say that?
Someone's going to be on the spot here real
Jesus.
quick.
That was... She's sitting right here. What's your name?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah. She's making up a fake name.
Why did you take so long to...
Epic fail.
It's Tracy?
Trixie.
Trixie, are you a stripper?
Yeah.
No. So basically, why do you think that we need to hire somebody else to do the news?
It just seemed like she was having a hard time.
Liz, do you want to rebut to that?
Well, to be fair, I learned that the story that I had pulled up in the tab on my iPod had disappeared and been replaced with another story, and that was why I was struggling.
Blah, blah, blah.
Trixie, do you believe that?
What was that?
Do you believe that her story disappeared and she pulled up another story and that's why she was struggling at reading it?
Or do you think it has more to do with Liz's educational background?
My God, Mark.
It could be the random beaky buzzard interference, too.
That too.
So, Trixie, where do you live?
Where are you calling from?
Stowe.
Stowe? Okay, that's by like Cuyahoga Falls down in Akron, right?
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay, could you come in every Friday at 9:30 p.m.?
Sure.
Okay. We might be able to work something out, or you could read the news.
Maybe we could have like a competition.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in doing a competition with Liz right now?
A read-off.
Right now, a read-off to see who can read the best news story.
I didn't mean to do that.
Would you be interested in doing that?
Sure.
Liz, pull up a news story. Trixie.
No, it's got to be the same news
yeah,
story.
we got to get the same.
No, that thing is like a small novel.
Okay, well, we got to get the same news story. So, Trixie.
Trixie, are you in front of a computer right now?
What was that?
Are you in front of a computer? Do you have internet access right now?
No, I'm on my phone.
All right, never mind.
Ah,
Never
shit.
mind. We can't do it then.
How are we going to do that?
Dude, we should schedule a read-off between Trixie, quote-unquote Trixie, and Liz.
Would you want to come in the studio next week to do a read-off, Liz?
Yeah, that'd be great.
You think you can get here around 9:30?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, what you're going to do is give me a call or go on our Facebook page. I'll give you my phone number here in a minute, but go on our Facebook page and send a message to me, and I will set this up, and we'll get you in here to do news read-off with Liz.
The look on Liz's face right now.
It's like terror.
She's so worried.
You're fired.
She's
right,
she's going to hear it, yeah.
All right, yeah. So get in contact with me. We will
And
set
who are
this up.
you? 'Cause I don't know you.
Huh?
I know you don't know me, but I'm saying my name. You're listening to the show, so clearly you know who we are. I'm Carl, obviously, and that's Mark, Liz, and Moose. But you know the Facebook page is what is it, guys? It's facebook.com /
WTMT Cleveland.
So you know that page because you're listening to us right now.
Yeah.
So go on
I'm
there.
a huge fan.
Awesome. Thanks. And go on there and send a message. Let us know that you're able to come into the studio next Friday. And we'll set up this read-off. We'll get you on the air. We'll see who can do a better job.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. Well, Trixie, I want to thank you very much for calling in. And keep listening, okay?
All right, you have a good night.
Hey, thanks, Trixie. Bye.
Bye.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent.
Liz,
I don't know. Any girl that takes like 15 seconds to come up with her name and where
know.
she's at.
That was weird.
That sounds more.
You guys, that was really weird to me. I never thought we'd get a call like that.
Liz, how do you feel right now? Are you nervous?
I honestly don't care.
You don't care? Oh,
No.
then you want to be my news lady. You don't even care.
Yeah, she doesn't even care that she's the news person and she's getting.
No, that
your
actually
neck is
upsets
on
me
the
more
chopping
than
block.
anything she just did.
Me too.
She doesn't even care.
She doesn't care.
Doesn't care.
I think she's lost her caring because we're so mean to her.
Yep.
Oh, after what, a decade of being mean to her?
No, you know what? I don't think I was mean to her back then.
No. What happened?
Well,
I think they all
I'm not
ratcheted
mean
up
to
in
you.
New York City.
The question is, what happened to you?
You're a ratchet.
The question is, what happened to you?
A lot of stuff has happened to me.
I know. you got some good stuff going on. So, Steve, were you done with it?
I don't know. She's like, I love some time to be. I know. you got not a good stuff. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. Steve, were you done with that, or did you have
No,
more to
I
go?
just actually started on that.
Okay, let's go back into it here.
We can.
We totally like.
What
Yeah.
am I gonna rip
Poor
me a
Steve.
new one?
No, I mean it's not our fault. We had a call. We had to take it.
It just happened.
You know what I mean? So that's one of the things we do here at Mahogany and Furs. If you call, we're gonna take it.
Is it really what we do?
That's what we do.
Hang on, I just got one question for you.
What would you say you do here?
No, I think that I actually, to be honest with you guys, and this is not going to hurt Liz's feelings. This is probably going to make her feel real good.
What?
But I actually think Liz is going to win.
Why is that?
I think so.
I don't know. I just feel like, she's had the experience doing this. I don't think, unless Trixie is a major news reporter, she hasn't had any experience doing this. I think Trixie's
a.k.a. Ramona Robinson.
Yeah.
She shows up.
It's Ramona Robinson, and she just walks in. For those of you who don't know, she's a news reporter out here.
Pones her.
She's like, hi guys, I'm Trixie, and we're like, oh, it's Ramona Robinson.
She like just stacks the papers.
Ready to go, Liz?
Trixie could have been a
their
little
lady
more
suit?
creative and said her name was like April O'Neil or something.
Trixie.
But why would? Who cares if she's creative? The whole thing was about reading the news, not being creative. By the way, our phone number is 216-539-9958. So if you want to call and interrupt Moose,
Yeah.
So we know.
You
So we
During
know.
my tech minute.
Minute.
all right, so we're gonna go back to the tech minute. Moose, go ahead, buddy.
Oh, we were talking about the laptop that I just discovered about a half an hour ago on the Engadget.com website. It's the Inhan Blade 13 Carbon. It's I guess you'd call it a sub notebook along the lines of a MacBook Air. Real thin, real lightweight. Something that you're gonna be able to lug around in your briefcase and not really know it's there. Was saying it's around 10.7 millimeters thick, which is really thin. Weighs around 1.9 pounds, which, if you're doing a lot of mobile computing and you want to be able to carry around a good, powerful machine and not carry around something heavy, this might fit your bill. Comes with a 1080p screen, which is a full high-definition screen. Really good for watching movies. A 128 gig or a 256 gig solid-state hard drive. When I was telling you guys about these hard drives is when the phone call came in, but a solid-state drive is kind of essentially what's in your cell phones, what's in your thumb drives. It's pretty much a hard drive that has no moving parts, so you can drop it. It's not going to mess it up. It's very easy and it's very fast. It doesn't take a lot of power to run them, and they're just a lot better than your traditional hard drive. And it'll also come with 4 gigs of RAM, which is pretty good. Looks from the picture here, it looks like it's running Windows 8, which is the newest operating system by Microsoft. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be made available to the United States, but you could probably, if you're crafty on the internet, you can probably get one. $1,350 is what the price tag is going for. And if you want a dialed back model, which has a 1600 by 900 resolution fiberglass body, and it's a little heavier at 2.6 pounds and a little thicker at 12.6 millimeters, costs you about $1,000. So that's right in the MacBook area there. So that's a new piece of gear coming from Taiwan.
That's pretty cool.
Right
What
now.
else you got on there?
That's pretty much it for the Tech Minute. I just picked up a new iPad Mini this past weekend, though.
How do you like that?
I see that.
It's
how,
nice.
how do you like it?
It's great. I like the full version iPads.
Right.
A little bit bigger display, but these are so much lighter. I like to read with it. Read magazines. I like to lay in bed with it over my head while I'm reading.
What?
Yeah.
We got a call
We got
again.
another call.
Oh God!
Thank you.
Steve, hold that thought. Okay.
Hey, all right. Hey, you're on Mahogany and Fur. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Trixie again.
What?
Oh.
Trixie. What are you? What's going on, Trixie?
I was wondering if when I come in next Friday, if I can try out for Steve's job too.
Technical minute.
God, you'd be taking over 2 jobs on the show, in one
Yeah.
fell swoop, wouldn't you?
So
Yeah, I think I can do it.
Trixie, are you implying that you're an overachiever that you can multitask and do both.
Trixie
jobs?
the overachiever.
Or are you implying
I
that?
am actually.
Or are you implying that Liz and Steve are underachievers? Let's see.
I wonder if she knows
I'm
what
an
an ISP
overachiever.
address is.
Okay, let me ask her. Trixie, do you know what an ISP address is?
No.
What?
Because there is no such thing as an ISP address. It's an IP address, Liz.
Based on you, buddy boy.
I'm joking.
No, you weren't joking. You weren't
IP.
joking.
I'm sorry. Internet Protocol.
Oh, my God.
ISP actually stands for Internet Service Provider.
Yes, it does. But she goes, do you know what an ISP address is?
did that
Who,
on
me?
purpose.
Trixie, so next Friday you're going to come in and you're going to read for Steve's job. Steve Jobs.
I like that.
And Liz's job.
Yeah, first I'll challenge Liz, and then I'll try out for Steve's job too.
Okay, I think we can make this happen next week, guys. You think we can get an extra chair in here?
Let's do it, man. So it'll be like the Gong Show. Yeah, we can just,
and then
it'll be like, it's like a, she'll progress to a different level. First, the first like trial will be with Liz in the news. If she passes that, Liz is out of here. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Liz has to go sit on the fire escape for the rest of the show.
I hope it's warm outside.
She could have a microphone with her. She just has to sit on the fire escape.
She'll be the weather girl.
Yeah. Right now it's raining.
Right now there's some bats over here. And I'm
Right
scared.
now it's
better open the
35 and
window.
it's raining. Well, we're gonna need you to stay out there, Liz, just to keep us up to the minute.
So Trixie.
Yeah.
So, do you know where the studio is located at?
I haven't Facebook messaged you yet to get that information.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know when you Facebook message me, and we'll get you in here to read for Steve Jobs' job. And Lizard, the overachiever's job. I said something nice
I was
about
just
her.
going to say, you probably shouldn't, even remotely say where we're at,
No.
on the air, because
secret location.
We play a lot of songs for free.
This is a top secret location.
We kind of do this guerrilla. And by kind of, I mean completely.
We call it WTMT Cleveland, but we're actually located in like Worcester.
Yeah, we're in LA.
We're in LA, yeah.
I just like, it's one of those things where, like, you give our address out and it's just.
Oh shit! You guys, they're coming for us now. We got to get out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
See, here's
of
the
course I
deal,
was
though.
kidding.
I don't really read for my stuff. I'm reading some specs on a website. Liz reads her news. But Trixie, do you even have a clue about technology?
Yes.
You do. Tell me a little bit
He's getting mad.
Your
He's like,
favorite technology.
I don't want you to take my job.
We've now entered a pissing contest.
Yes, that's true. All right, Trixie, answer the question.
What was the question?
Tell me about some of your technical expertise here.
Well, I know how to turn on a computer, and
what?
I'm pretty good using my smartphone.
What?
It's about as good as Steve is.
That's essentially what Steve's He's flipping me off right now.
Yo, that camera, they saw it.
So you can turn on your phone and you can type in a web address.
I know how to
correct?
turn on a phone.
Hey,
is that correct,
Do you
Trixie?
know how to do a screenshot?
What's your favorite 3 apps that you use right now? So we talked about this last week. What's your top 3 apps that you're using on your smartphone? What kind of smartphone do you have anyway?
I have a Galaxy.
Oh, that's a nice phone.
There we go.
Yeah, Team Galaxy.
What are your top 3 apps right now that you use on your device?
My top 3 what?
Top 3 apps. What do you use most?
Instagram,
Okay.
Facebook,
Okay.
and
If you name one more social media website, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, that'd be great. MySpace.
Twitter.
Twitter.
let's see here. I play that
Bejeweled.
No. Don't talk anymore. Let's guess what she plays. Okay. All right, Bejeweled, Temple Run,
Bedazzled. Angry Birds.
I don't even know what any of that stuff is. I've
what's
heard
popular
of it.
right now? What's popular right now?
Words with Friends.
Words with Friends.
What are the kids playing nowadays?
So what is the one you use? The game you play.
I can play Candy Crush pretty good.
Candy Crush,
Candy Crush.
What
How
is
old
it?
are you?
Oh.
Liz
Are
is
you
pissed.
12?
Oh.
I just turned 16.
No, you
Awesome.
didn't. Trixie, you're such a liar. How old are you for real?
28.
Okay. All right. You're the same age as Liz, so it's like an age competition here we got going on in the studio. Kiss my butt.
What?
I thought you don't have a laptop or anything like that?
Yeah, I have a laptop.
We would love to get the reading going on now. You can't get
I
your
can
laptop.
barely hear you guys.
We would love for you to read right now.
It's not going to happen, dude.
You can't. You don't have an internet connection on your laptop?
Yeah, I do.
So we should pull up a news story and see if you can read better than the Liz.
But that won't be fair because I can't really heir.
Oh, so you want to come into the studio?
She needs to be able to do it under pressure.
Okay. Okay.
Under
pressure. So look. Okay, so you're gonna want to call me. My number is 216-816-6594.
All right.
And you're gonna want to call me after the show tonight, and I will set it up.
Yeah, if you can call.
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make
Okay,
sure
I'll
you
do
do
that.
that from now on, that would be great.
Okay, so yeah, give us a call. Give me a call after the show is over, and we'll set this up for you to come in and read for Liz's job, and then read for Angry Moose's job over there.
Moose
So-
can ask her another technical question.
No, we're gonna go back to Moose's news. He's
Moose's news.
Moose. Sorry,
Technical
Moose's
minute.
technical
Well, I'll
minute.
do that.
All right, cool.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling,
All right, bye.
Trixie.
Don't interrupt me again, please. Thank
Okay, let's do this here. We'll get back on to Moose's technical BS, whatever it's called.
The technical.
That was weird, man. That girl really doesn't
2 in a
like.
row.
She likes us. She hasn't called
She's
in about
ambitious.
us.
I like her.
She hasn't called in about us yet.
She's ambitious.
Inhaler.
Go ahead,
She was
Steve.
still young. She might call in and say, "Hey, I want to audition for Mark's job now."
Go ahead, Steve.
But no, I was talking about the iPad Mini that I just picked up last week, and really cool little piece of gear. I find myself using it quite often. I mean, I have an iPhone too, so the iPhone is a little bit handier in certain situations when I'm like walking around. But when I'm sitting at a desk, I have a Wi-Fi spot at work. It's just a lot easier to pull up stuff on that. It's pretty much a laptop replacement for what I would use a laptop for. Web, email, pictures. It pretty much does everything a laptop would do. So it's really, I would say it's a perfect replacement if you want to do personal or business computing without lugging around the laptop. An iPad's a great alternative.
Well, let me ask you this: have you ever had a standard iPad?
No. I've used them. I've never owned one myself, though.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever had to compose a long email message on an iPad?
No.
Is that
not fun.
Is it not fun?
The screen on the full-size iPad's a little bit better for typing, especially if you're in landscape mode, which is holding it, long ways. I am actually considering getting it's a case with a keyboard built in, like a Bluetooth keyboard, and it's better for typing. But I don't do a lot of type. I don't see myself composing a lot of emails. If I do, I could actually flip it right side up and kind of use my thumbs like on a cell phone, and I can type pretty fast in that way. So,
Cool story, bro.
Making a little email wouldn't be that hard, I don't think.
I got a question for you, Moose.
Sure.
Now, okay, here's a full size or standard iPad right here, right?
Yeah.
Now, the whole selling point of iPads were they were a convenient thing. They're a portable mini computer that you could literally watch movies on and not have to strain your eyes and whatnot, So when Apple said they were like coming out with the iPad mini, I'm like, dude, who the hell are they marketing that to? Okay, either you have your iPhone, which is which is like, you can that's a mini computer in
Pretty
your
much.
pocket.
Yeah.
And then, when they had the iPad first unveiled, what was that, 2007, 2008?
3 years ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 2010. So let's say 2009. So when that came out, I'm like, okay, I get it. It's a huge iPhone. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. If I had the money to spend, I'd buy that. But when they came out with the iPad mini, it's like, okay, now they're kind of like running out of ideas. That's just how I felt. Like if I had an iPhone and I had an iPad, why would I buy an iPad Mini?
It's an in-between device. Apple definitely wants to own the market share in all areas, phones, tablets. A lot of people have the full-size tablets out there. They have the Galaxy Tab, which are, most of them are in the 10-inch area. But there are a lot of.
What's the screen
That's
size?
7.9 inch.
So
This
almost
is
8 inches compared
this
to.
is competing with like the Kindle Fire, the Samsung Galaxy Tab 7, the smaller mini tabs that are out there right now. So it's a little bit lighter. It's smaller, definitely. The screen is smaller, but it's definitely a lot more lightweight than the actual full iPad. And to me, it's just more comfortable to use.
Does it feel a little bit more natural?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I can hold it with one hand. I mean, it's small enough where I can grab it with one hand and use it with the other. The full iPad, like I said, it's a great device. I
like them. Yeah.
I just find that it's something that's easier to carry, and it's to me it's perfect enough for movies, web browsing. I use Sports Illustrated on it, and it's a great little magazine tool. If you get the electronic versions of magazines, it's just a great. It's a good size device.
So people do like it. It does have a market. It's sold reasonably well, relatively to what Apple sells. Let me ask you this question. Let's say you had like the original Apple iPad.
Yeah.
Version 1, whatever. And now, would you buy the newest or standard iPad, like the Retina display one, or would you go for an iPad Mini? What would you recommend?
It all depends. I actually have a coworker. He owns an iPad too, and actually no, it's BJ, a friend of mine. His wife owns the Retina display, the iPad 3, and then shortly after they came out with the 3, which they called the new iPad, which was a really funny naming scheme, but they immediately came out with the 4. Well, they own an iPad 3 and the Mini. His wife owns the Mini. So I guess I know I've read stories online where people own both, and if they want something that's at the house, for like in the living room or in the kitchen for whatever, they use the iPad. But if they're actually going out and about, say you're an RTA rider and you're definitely mobile, I think most people are going with the Mini, and they're owning both.
I would never recommend carrying an iPad on the RTA. First off,
yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
I see children carrying around iPads where I work.
Well, that's
children.
Yes, children.
Like how old?
10. Just carrying around their iPad.
Wait,
Full-size iPad.
what city do you work in?
Mentor.
Manor? Mm-hmm. Mentor has some.
It's a well-to-do area, kind of.
Well, Mentor has definitely some affluent parts to it. Mentor's huge, by the way. But yeah, okay, I could see that. Dude, I would never let my kid walk around.
People
with
have some disposable income there for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You see kids, 11 or 12, walking around with smartphones. I can't imagine having a kid.
I think that's ridiculous.
Having a cell phone under the age of 15.
I have a 9-year-old. I bought him a cell phone for Christmas like 2 years ago. A smartphone.
Oh wow.
A Motorola Atrix.
Does he still have it?
Oh yeah.
He didn't break it.
Nope.
He didn't break it.
No, but he doesn't call me on it.
Does he go over his data plan?
No, I don't. He doesn't have a data plan anymore because he did go over it. But there was something wrong with the phone that was causing it to go over. But he doesn't have a data plan anymore. He can go on Wi-Fi and download stuff.
Wait, so if he had the phone 2 years ago, he would have had that phone when he was 7, correct?
Yep.
Why, Carl, why would you, and this is a serious question, why would you give a 7-year-old a smartphone?
Because I wanted to be able to talk to it.
I would have.
But a $60 phone could do that.
Yeah, but that phone was free.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, that makes sense. You didn't pay for it.
It was cheaper than the ones that were like basic phones. So plus you could play games on it and stuff like that. It was cheaper though.
I thought
to
you
buy
were,
that in the long run.
I thought you were that parent who went out and
bought
bought
their 7-year-old an
No.
iPhone.
Yeah. You know, it's like
he was asking for an iPhone, but I was like, "There's no way." I told him if you can keep this phone good for 2 years, you can have an iPhone. Then now it's been 2 years.
Is he into video games?
Yeah, he is.
What is he? Does he play like Xbox?
He's got like an Xbox or a Wii.
I would have see if I was a parent, I would have been like, here's your options. You can either have an Xbox or you can have a smartphone.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he has the Wii, the Xbox, the portable ones, like the
Wii U.
The DS.
DS,
called?
yes,
The 3DS. He's got all that stuff. He's playing video games. He hasn't been doing it as much lately, which is cool.
What's he into nowadays?
Oh, video games at home. He doesn't really take the portable one with him.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
But he forgets his phone a lot, too. You know?
But the fact that he hasn't cracked that phone or broken it, I mean, he seems pretty
lost it.
responsible.
Yeah,
or
that's
lost
pretty-
it. Yeah, exactly.
he hasn't lost it. Nothing's happened to it at all.
More power to the little man.
I couldn't even
Seems
imagine
pretty
being
responsible.
7 years old and having a cell phone.
You know. So, hey, I guess that we're done with Moose's Tech Minute. Right?
No, I want to hear more. I'm just kidding.
Step back up with the live radio voice. And this is Mahogany and
Oh shit! Dance party.
You mean beep?
Poop.
Hey, not to keep the tech minute going. I mean, we can talk about this for a couple more minutes, but I find it interesting. Before the iPad came out,
Hello.
What just happened with the music? We're still on, right?
I don't know. Me and you are still on, I think. Yeah, we're on. Moose, talk.
No, this isn't on.
Huh. What just happened? I think it's something with the mixer down here. Let me see. The mixer's off. Oh, I might have kicked the thingy.
Every show.
That was my fault. Sorry about that.
Oh, there we go. Hey.
Oh, we should have played this one instead then, shouldn't we have?
Yes.
With so many technical difficulties.
Don't let on.
It's amazing that they know
Yeah,
how
it
to work
is.
a computer.
What?
Welcome back to Mahogany and Fur.
Liz, do you not hear anything right now?
I can hear you, but I don't hear myself.
I hear you.
I
You're fine.
I can hear you just fine.
Now do you hear yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
Well, first off, did nobody realize that she's like really talking quietly?
She's really mad about that whole thing that happened before, I think.
Are you offended by that?
Am I offended?
Are you concerned?
I'm not concerned at all.
I think you are, dude, because you're like really quiet and not your usual joyous self over there.
Joyous self.
Yeah, your headphones look hilarious.
It doesn't look like they're actually on her ears.
I can't hear myself. I don't understand why I can't.
The side that doesn't work.
I can't hear myself, guys. I don't understand why I can't hear it. I don't know.
I don't hear out of my
Boop
breasts.
phones.
I know you don't. That's what it looked like. They weren't
No,
on your
but
head.
you know what I was saying is before the iPad came out, they tried tablet machines for a while.
That's right, yeah.
Like
They
the
actually had
Kindle?
these like
Oh, no.
They were laptops that the screen would twist over and fold flat.
Did you just say like the Kindle?
Well, I mean, it does Wi-Fi now. So
They
it's
didn't
kinda
have
like
a Kindle.
No,
They
we
didn't
were
have that stuff
talking
before
prior
iPads.
to the iPad coming out 3 years ago.
Well, they had like those Kindles out then.
No, they
No,
didn't.
they didn't.
How long is that? I'm gonna have to go.
Shut up.
Because I had my crappy generic Kindle like 3 years ago.
No, but before
Blah, blah,
before
blah.
they came, before these things came out, nobody had ever really thought about them. But it took Steve Jobs coming out with some kind of revolutionary device, and now they're everywhere. They're they're big time in the home. They're big time in schools. Kids are learning on them. Hospitals are using them for patient charts. Pilots are using them on airplanes for navigation. I mean, they're finding inroads on every single aspect of our culture, pretty much.
What's the technical term for? An iPad is actually no, Liz. An iPad is actually a trade.
You guys, we have to apologize to Liz. I especially do.
No,
Why?
fuck.
Wait, hold on. The Kindle, the first Kindle came out in 2007. The first iPad, April 3rd, 2010.
Dude, no, you
Yes.
don't.
Okay.
No. I'll
And it
tell
was
you-
about
I'll-
2008 when I
The
had
big
the
difference
fake
between
Kindle.
a
You don't have to
Kindle and an
apologize.
iPad, the Kindle was an
An
e-reader.
e-reader then.
It
It
was an
wasn't
e-reader, exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't a tablet. It was
No, it
an
wasn't
e-reader.
technically a tablet, but you could go on Wi-Fi.
Technically, as
No,
not a
in
tablet at all.
2007. Wi-Fi was not introduced.
Well, I had mine in 2008-ish.
Dude,
So maybe
the original Kindle was not
It wasn't
the
even
same
a Kindle.
thing.
And the only thing that the Kindle used Wi-Fi for is to access the store to download new titles.
Anyway, back to the actual discussion. Derail. Back to the actual discussion. What is the technical term? Wait for it. Wait for it.
What?
Done.
What is the actual?
I love you.
What's the technical term for iPads?
It's a tablet.
It's a tablet. Okay.
Yeah, tablet computer.
Tablet computer. Okay. How do you feel about that new? They've been advertising that new Windows. It's
called
hybrid.
the Surface.
Yeah. How do you feel? What is that?
I've played with it. It's actually really cool.
How is that?
It's definitely the thing that Apple owns a market share is for the apps. I mean, they were the first to have an app store with the iPhone, and Android's caught up with them in apps. Total.
Google market.
The first time
Windows has a lot of catching up to do.
The first time that Wi-Fi was introduced into a Kindle was September 28th, 2011.
I didn't have a Kindle though. That's what I'm trying to get
He's
across
still talking
to you.
about this.
I am, because she's wrong.
Do you guys just want to go have like your own podcast about when
the Kindle came out? Look, Liz, the Kindle was an e-reader until 2012 when the Kindle Fire was released.
No one cares.
I know. Nobody cares. It's just, I know.
Are you done derailing? That's why I said like, do you wait for it? Shh, nobody say anything. No, nobody say anything. Just like Carl feel a little awkward right now.
I don't feel awkward.
I can't.
You're the one that feels awkward.
Your face. Anyway.
I can sit here in dead silence and stare at you.
Hang on.
Stare down. The glasses are just coming off.
What?
I can't do it.
You can't do it. Steve, try it. Ready? Be the color commentator.
That was racist. You just lost,
You
dude.
made me laugh.
You just
though.
lost, man.
No, that's
You
not
lost.
fair. That's not fair.
Hey, you lost, dude.
All right, start over.
Start over.
Arg.
I didn't mean to do that. All right, you ready? Right now, we have Stephen Moose, Carl Rico staring at each other. They're pretty deeply locked. Some might even say it's homoerotic. Oh, Carl?
Fuck you. You can't say stuff during it. That's not.
That's two right there.
I can laugh.
That's two.
When you look at me and go, homoerotic. I can't help but laugh. I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm sorry.
It's not.
You lost
it's not,
twice.
I could. If you would shut
Hey,
up, I could stare at him for an hour.
Dude, you lost
Read the
twice.
back of that. It's actually pretty funny. The back of the Moose Munch.
We start with
bag.
the fluffiest, most delicious popcorn and mix it with loads of almonds and cashews. Then we drench everything in our delicious, slow simmered caramel. It's a Harry and David classic that no one can resist. Turn the mousse loose today.
Oh, God.
There you
Pour
go.
out some of this delicious confection and watch
You
the
want mousse to
the
get
mysterious effect. The mood lightens, people frolic, mirth happens. That's the power of the mousse. The snacking
frolic.
sensation only from Harry and David. So we want to thank our new sponsor, Harry and David, at harryanddavid.com for their delicious popcorn. So things seem to be slowing down. We got to get back into this Boston thing that we were talking about before.
Dude, that's a crappy transition.
Yeah.
How do we go from discussing popcorn, delicious popcorn, to...
And tablets to Boston.
That's how radio works, man.
Is it really, Carl?
Yeah.
Is it really?
I'm eating this.
What would you say you do here?
I don't do anything. That's the funny part. I do nothing. Okay. Anyway, so I guess I don't know what Liz is looking at.
Yeah, jackass.
I was trying to find out exactly when the Pan Digital novel was released.
Oh my God, no one cares anymore. It's over.
I know, right?
Dude, this.
I can't even find a release
Blah,
date. That thing
blah, blah.
sucked so bad.
Well, regardless, I think we should go take a break real quick, you guys. Moose,
Break sounds good.
cue up a song, Moosey, Moose.
Yeah, let me clear out some of the other.
Clear out some of that.
Moose doggy dog.
Moose, doggy dog. Moose. Oh, wait, I got a song to play real quick for everybody.
Is it Moose doggy dog?
No, but I made it the other day.
Wow, wow, wow. Yo, yo, yo.
We all know it sucks right away.
I made it the other day, and it's funny. So let's play this here. It's called Liz, and this is a song that I made the other day.
What?
Oh, really? That was awesome.
Thanks.
I didn't know where you were going at first, but that was good.
So I'm going to let that song play us out into the break.
Carl, what did you get on my iPhone? It looks mysterious.
Nothing, but I'm going to play this out. We're going to go to break. We'll be back.
Jack says he loves the winter here, 'cause these are
Shakedown 1979. Cool kids never ever done. Live wire right up off the street. You and I should meet. Jukebox skipping like a stone. Headlights wanted at the dawn. We were sure we never see an end to it all. It's all.
My mind is made up, it's going to be made up, my mind is made up, it's going to be, my mind is made up, I'm not made up, there's going to be trouble. My mind is made up, it's going to be. My mind is made up, it's going to be made up, my mind is made up, it's going to be, my mind is made up, I'm not made up, there's going to be trouble, 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 it's going, my mind is made up, there's going to be trouble, not made up.
moved all my shit to my parents' basement and down to my own apartment. And I know things change, but I'm not sure when. I guess you call this progression. I left a real job and a girlfriend, convinced myself that I'm brave enough for all this. Well, I spent a whole year in airport, and the floor feels like home. At least we're never alone. I lost track of the time, so I call it you know. I'm running on empty, and the late nights and the long drives start to get to me. I'm just so tired. I spent this year as a ghost, and I'm not sure what I'm looking for. My voice on a phone that you read me answer anymore. I can't hear alone, can't hear alone. I spent this year as a ghost, and I'm not sure where home is anymore. Been on a steady fast diet, like we're this generation's Morgan Spurlock, but we don't admit defeat. My body feels rejected, I can't say that I blame it. My heart keeps saying stay on, my lower back seems to disagree. Unload a cheap cotton blanket on an old dirty couch. I felt the years start to wind down. Can't stand any dead space, empty bed for me out. I spent this year as a ghost, and I'm not sure what I'm looking for. A voice on a phone that you rarely answer anymore. I can't hear alone, can't hear alone. I spent this year as a ghost, and I'm not sure where home is anymore. I came out swinging from a South Philly basement, caked in stale beer and sweat. under half-lit fluorescence, and I spent the winter writing songs about getting better. Well, if I'm being honest, I'm getting there. I came out swinging from a South Philly basement cage and sat there and sweat under half-lit fluorescence, and I spent the winter writing songs about getting better. And if I'm being honest, I'm getting there. I came out swinging from a South Philly basement cage and sat there and sweat under half-lit fluorescence, and I spent the winter writing songs about getting better. Well, if I'm being honest, I'm getting there. It was 100 degrees as we sat beneath a willow tree whose tears didn't care. They just hung in the air and refused to fall, to fall. And I knew I'd made a horrible call, and now the state line felt like the Berlin Wall, and there was no doubt about which side I was on. Cause I built you a home in my heart with rotten wood, and it decayed from the start. Cause you can't find nothing at all if there was nothing there all along. No, you can't find nothing at all if there was nothing there all along. I braved treacherous streets and kids strung out on homemade speed, and we shared a bed in which I could not sleep at all. Cause at night the sun in retreat made the skyline look like crooked teeth in the mouth of a man who was devouring us both. You're so cute when you're slurring your speech, but they're closing the bar and they want us to leave. And you can't find nothing at all if there was nothing there all along. No, you can't find nothing at all if there was nothing there all along. I'm a war of head versus heart, and it's always this way. My head is weak, my heart always speaks before the words will say. And you can't find
we're back.
I don't know about you, but this music just makes me want to dance. Just makes me want to dance.
Party boy.
You know what you do? We should just go out and dance and like just screw guys. We'll just dance in a circle
drink
and
and dance the night
we'll
away.
we'll throw our purses down in the middle of the dance floor. And if any guy walks up to us, we'll be like, no.
Mark.
No.
You mean your Murphs.
No, you didn't get it.
Fuck it. Dude, it's going to be impossible not to curse with Liz on this show. Hey, while we're on the subject, though, of that voice, I forget which comedian said this, but it was a great point. And if we actually have any of the gay, lesbian, transgender community listening, which is a shot in the dark, but
turn it off.
Please call in. So,
yeah,
because I got a question. Not all gay guys talk like this.
No, not all of them do. You're right.
But most of them
vast
do.
majority do have the higher voice. Now, I always want to know
So
if
what is it about, like, being gay that makes you like?
I always wanted to know that. Like, do you do that voice on purpose?
Yeah.
Like, are you like trying to talk like this when you're talking?
I've contemplated for a long time.
Do you have any gay or lesbian friends?
Yes, I
that
do.
would want to call in right now and we can talk to them?
No, I don't care about lesbians. It's more of a gay
Okay,
man
more about
thing. Do you have any
homosexual
gay men?
male friends.
I have like 3 of those.
Call one of them on the phone, on speakerphone. We can see if we can get them on.
Let them know what we want to talk about, though, so they're kind of prepared.
Yeah, so call them. Go in the other room and call them, and see if they'll call into the air and tell us why.
That'd be great. Actually,
Do they talk like that? We want to talk to the one that does.
No, I know. I want to talk to the one that
doesn't.
I want to talk to the one that doesn't.
That's a good. That's a good
I want
point.
to talk to the one that doesn't.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, we'll talk to the one that doesn't. I hate when that cuts out like that. You're gonna have to make those
That's fine, dude.
the music longer.
It didn't seem abrupt. It was
Okay,
fine.
all right. I kind of like how you have the music playing and then it dies out. We'll go back to talk. But you guys missed the rejoin there because we messed something up. So literally, we are going to be plagued with not technical difficulties, but more like
Plagued?
Plagued.
Plagued?
Plagued.
Plagued.
Plagued. Plagued.
It's a hard A.
Plagued.
There you go.
Oh, whatever. We're going to be plagued with...
Why are we the oddballs? Like, that's the word
I'm from
pronounced.
Canada, okay?
Get the fuck out of here.
I am. I'm from Canada. I'm from Manitoba. Manitoba, Canada. Canada.
You're joking.
Canada.
Yeah, I'm completely joking.
Canada.
Your face is completely stone serious.
I know. I'm good at that.
I'm from
Dude, I do
Canada.
that. Liz went to call somebody, but I do that all the time to Liz. I'll be like, Liz, you're so stupid. And she's like,
You're not going to.
I'm not. She's like, I'm not really stupid. I'm like, yeah, you are. But I don't really think, since Liz and I were talking about it, I don't really think she's stupid. I just think she gets nervous when she's reading it, and that's where she gets the problem.
No comment.
Okay. But me personally, I don't think Liz is stupid. I don't think that she's stupid. I don't think that she's dumb. I don't think that she's tarded.
Did you say tarded?
Tarded. Yeah, I don't think she's tarded. I just think that she gets nervous and that she is a little bit on the nervous side. Like I mean,
Can I give you my Psych 101
yeah, I would love to hear it.
analysis?
I would love to hear it.
I think you're the major cause of her
Nervousness. Why do you say that?
Because just from hanging out, for instance, me and Carl and Liz will be out. We went to Applebee's the one time. Right?
Yeah.
This is the most recent example. And I've known both of them for a decade now.
Yeah.
So anyway,
yeah.
We're hanging out, and Liz will make a comment. This is not the most informed thing you could probably say.
Right.
But then Carl will just give her verbal beat down, which makes Liz even
it makes her more nervous.
It makes her more nervous and retreat back even more.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I
Does
hear
that
you.
make sense?
I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna try. And,
We all make dumb comments.
I'm gonna try and tone that back. I did just say that I'm from Canada, though. Canada. When I said it.
Canada.
So I mean, I do the
You actually called it
That
Canada.
was your vehicle.
Canada.
Canada.
My car's from Canada.
Yes, when we were painting it, I saw that it was manufactured in
Nice.
an assembly line in Canada.
Where in Canada?
I think Ontario.
Did you talk to your friend?
I contacted 2 people, and I'm waiting for them to get back to me. They may be sleeping.
Okay, that's cool. It happens.
They're sleeping at this time of night
They're
on a Friday night.
sleeping.
What are they? Some kind of homo? Oh, inappropriate.
So much for being politically correct on this show.
I gotta
That was
think of some good ways to get Carl back.
That was rough. For what?
Very difficult. I gotta get you back. You always joke with me. I gotta get back at you.
It's very difficult to make fun of me, though, because I'm just amazing.
I
Just
feel
dead
like
silence
the
in
jokes
your
I
aspect.
come up with would be, well, you say shit that's hurtful. So,
I don't mind if you say stuff that's hurtful to me, though, because it doesn't hurt me.
because you don't care.
Welcome, punch!
No, you know why, though?
Play that.
You know why? You know why? Because...
We need a Pee Wee Herman clip. You know, I know you are, but what am I?
I feel like we're reverting back to the episode where we talked about what impressions we do. Remember that?
Milos, where are you?
I don't know. He's not here today.
Oh.
Milos,
I miss him.
There's a guy in Milos. He comes over every now and then and hangs out with us.
There's a guy named Milos? Really?
Wait, who's that?
It's Milos!
Oh, hey, guys. We got a voicemail the other day. I just thought about that when Milos walked in. We got a voicemail from somebody the other day. Like, about the show on Liz's phone. It was weird. I'm not sure how they got her phone number.
Dude, I got an email too.
I think Milos
but,
gave him the phone number.
It was like an audio clip, and like all it said was and he just said, "Call me."
That's weird. So here, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna figure out how to play this over speaker. So guys, listen to this voicemail we got about a show that we did. It's very interesting.
Hello, this is Kim Jong-un, and I was calling today to tell you I heard you talk about me on the radio, and it was not very nice of you to talk to me like that, about me like that on the radio. I feel very sad that you would talk to me like that, and I want you to know that, ouch, we do have ballistic weapons that we could use against you. So you should not talk bad about me on radio, okay? And I would like you guys to call me back, maybe make an apology live on radio, maybe do something to make me feel better about who I am, because I am a very important man over here. And you should not talk about me like that. Because like I said, we have ballistic weapons, and we could get you, America. WTMT radio, WTMT, wherever that is, wherever Cleveland is. I don't even know where Cleveland is, and I don't even care. I just want you to know that I am listening to you, and maybe you should not talk bad. Maybe you should apologize to me. Remember, I have ballistic weapons. Boy.
Wow.
Well, we have a couple viewers on our site. Maybe he's one of them.
I don't know. That's weird, though. Isn't that weird that we got that voicemail?
First, it was ballistic.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out if it was ballistic or ballistic.
It was ballistic missiles.
Hello.
You know what, Steve? It's funny you should say that, because at first I thought that voicemail was complete crap, and I thought that was just Carl.
Yeah.
To be
You know what?
Jong-il. But when I heard ballistic, I'm like, wow, that might actually be Kim Jong-il. Dude, that's creepy.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the dad died. Yeah.
I wonder what Milos has to say about this since he's here.
Milos left. I don't know where he is, but
Well, who's that knocking at the door?
I don't
then?
know. You don't have to keep knocking on your chair.
Freaked me out.
I didn't knock on my chair. What are
Whose
you
number
talking
is
about?
943-669-93?
I have no idea.
They called you. Let's see.
That was a bill collector, I believe.
This is Brian Rendlesham from Rendlesham Insurance.
What's the
Looks like
insurance
everything
agent?
with the billing has been updated, so I just wanted to go over that with you.
Okay, that's not that cool. All right, so that was our voicemail that we got.
If you could just go ahead and make sure you
Please
do that
don't
from
play
now
the one
on,
from
that
the
would
free
be
clinic.
great.
I think she's kidding, but I'm not 100% sure.
I am kidding.
How are things going in there?
One of my labias got caught between the toilet seat lid and the toilet seat.
What the fuck? fuck was that? What?
Wait, we gotta play this again here.
One more time.
Steve Moose. Lizard here reporting from the toilet.
How are things going in there?
One of my labias got caught between the toilet seat lid and the toilet seat.
That was a labia sandwich.
What in the world were you talking about with Moose on that?
I was.
Wait.
I'm just gonna put the mic down and
How are
listen to
things
this.
going in there?
One of my labias got caught between the toilet seat lid and the toilet seat.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think I have anything to say to that. Really? Do you, Mark?
I was just talking about my trip to the restroom.
Wait.
Steve Moose. Lizard here reporting from the toilet.
How are things going in there?
One of my labias got caught between the toilet seat lid and the toilet seat.
Oh my god, my stomach hurts from laughing.
The toilet seat lid and the toilet.
It sounds so real.
So listen. I'm gonna make that into a promo for the show. So it's
Okay.
like,
I'm gonna change it to
One
my
of her
voicemail on my
labias.
cell phone.
WTMT presents Mahogany and Fur.
Steve Moose. Lizard here reporting from the toilet.
How are things going
From
in
the
there?
toilet.
One of my labias got caught between the toilet seat lid and the toilet seat.
What the hell were you two sick people talking about?
Genitals.
Okay, that's enough to talk about.
You seem really calm for what you just described. Who's calling? Somebody calling?
I don't.
What was that?
No.
Called her on the phone and she touched her.
I don't. No, nobody's calling. I don't know what that was.
Wait, Liz, what was that?
I think we have another North
Was that
Korean
was
that
that-
wants
was
to
that-
make
was
an
that a-
appearance.
was that a
out
lyric?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Somebody
Hold
else
on.
called from North Korea?
Why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why aren't more people intelligent like me?
I'm very intelligent.
I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely
America.
inside real alone. There's no one, just me only, sitting on my little throne.
This is for you, North Korea.
I work very hard and make up great plans, but nobody listens, no one understands. Seems like no one takes me seriously, and so I'm lonely, a little lonely, for it all.
So, guys, that was really weird. But
I don't know what we're
That's
doing
a horrible.
right now.
I don't know what we're doing
It's a
right now.
horrible movie, by the way. I don't know.
This
if
show
you
has
guys
no
ever
direction
watched it.
right now.
No, we gotta go. We gotta go back to what we were talking about before. 'Cause,
Dude,
I
we
mean,
can't,
We
man.
have to. We have to.
Dude,
we have to. It's big.
not
it's
only
My
have we
stomach must have
derailed,
hurt from
but
laughing.
dude, not only have we derailed by now, but I mean we're in the hospital.
But this is pretty. This is pretty serious, though. You know, and I think that the world deserves to hear what happened.
Do you really want to talk about the marathon right now?
No. Not really. I just kind of like what we're doing right now. It's kind of getting funny and a little bit stupid. Let's not talk about that anymore. You know what? The world's had enough of that. But I do want to say this though.
You know what though? We can pick back up on it. You know, once we find out, if we do find out more details next week. You know,
Yeah,
why not?
I do want to put this out there though. I want to say thank you to all the people that worked very diligently to catch this individual. As you know, the individual was caught today. He was, I guess,
suspect number 2.
He was on a boat.
Suspect 2. He was on a boat. But I do.
a boat, mother fragger.
He didn't have his swim trunks and his flippy floppies.
No, apparently he didn't. But I do want to play this if I can get it to work.
Nope, failed.
Oh, it did fail.
Dude, he just failed hard.
Oh God, that's. Oh, that hurts.
Damn, Mongolian!
Difficulties. It's amazing that they know how to work a computer.
It is amazing that we know how to work a computer, though.
That's probably going to be the most used soundbite
Because it's true.
ever on this show.
Because it's true. It's completely and utterly true.
Computer?
So, anyways,
This
you guys,
has been
Shiver
the most
me
put together
timbers.
show so far, though.
I believe that
We've
we're doing.
had the least snafus today, I think.
I like today. It worked pretty good. I don't want to,
We can knock on wood for that one.
That's a
Does not compute.
It does not compute. You know what though? Since we're winding down here, obviously at the Mahogany and Fur.
Getting so rowdy.
That was pretty good. I kind of want to play a song now. I was trying to play something that was pretty good for right now, but I can't seem to get the internet to stop being a bastard.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about
I know, but it was good stuff.
it. Like, we got to finish strong. Let's finish strong.
It was good. Yo! So we got about 20 more minutes of the show to do, because we're going to go to 1 o'clock. I think that's going to be our normal routine.
Dude, I can't.
9:30 to 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, man.
Man, we can do it.
You're kidding me. You're cutting into my drinking time, bro.
We could do 1 o'clock,
Even though I've
man.
been drinking this entire show. but
Exactly.
I'm just saying, you're cutting into my bar.
We
drinking
can
time.
easily do 1 o'clock every Friday. 9:30 to 1 o'clock, that's what?
I mean, I stay up till 4 in the morning all the time.
2.5 hours? That's plenty. It's plenty of 2.5 hours for this. I do want to mention that next week we got our friend Trixie coming in to do a little thing with Moose and a little thing with Liz.
What kind of thing?
Trixie.
You know what's happening next week. You might not have a job after this.
You know what's going down.
You
I
might
not
not-
have a job.
I can go to the unemployment office and be like Carl.
What's wrong with being on unemployment?
You're fun employed.
I am. But it kind of sucks. I like my job.
Carl's like the master of unemployment lately.
I am.
For people who didn't catch the podcast, because we did have a lot of failures that podcast, technical difficulties. Carl was let go of his unemployment, and it was a BS reason. It
Yeah,
really was.
I got let go for saying fucking bitch.
You just gotta watch who you work with, man. That's what it comes down to. Some
You do.
people are just they're out to get you, and I don't have to tell most people out there. They already know this, but you really gotta watch who you work around with. You think it's all cool and it's all good, and somebody will sell you down the river like they're getting paid for it.
I really don't understand how anybody could want to ruin someone's well
their livelihood.
Their
dude.
livelihood.
Yeah, it's just man. The people don't care, dude.
People don't care.
People are too easily offended. I think.
You know what? I wouldn't say people don't care. That's not true. People do care, but it's that one bad apple. You know what I mean? It's that
The
one
bad
loud,
asshole.
It's that one loud voice. You know what I mean?
The one bad asshole that cares. Awful. Brr. So yeah, that kind of was it kind of sucked. Getting fired, to be honest with you. I don't know. Have you guys ever been fired from a job before?
I've been fired once.
What were you fired from?
I was fired from actually my most recent job.
What'd you get fired for?
I was it was a BS reason they fired me.
Right. Most of the time they are BS.
They told me that pretty much I was low man on the totem pole, and they needed to give more senior staff more hours, which was complete BS because I had been in there for 3 years, and I was pretty much I mean, we're talking about my other bartenders within months of hiring, so I was low man on top. But get the F out of here.
That's messed up.
I'll tell you what it came down to was they wanted to go to an all-female bar staff because they were
make more tips, make more money.
Well, it was an act of desperation because the actual, and I'm not going to name the actual restaurant.
I will, but I won't.
I don't want to get sued, but because we don't have an LLC yet.
Can I say it? I would get sued.
Dude,
you wouldn't.
No. Don't just better.
Is it the place that I know?
Some things are
No,
better
it's
left
not that place.
unsaid.
Okay.
It's not that place. No.
Okay.
I was there for like 5 years.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I got nothing but good things to say about that management. But anyway,
that place seemed okay.
No, this place they were sinking. It was a sinking ship. And,
Right.
They're going to close within the next year or so.
That's bound to happen.
And
different places.
One of their last ditch efforts was to maybe if we get hot young bartenders in here, we can get more bar sales. So let's get rid of all of our male bartenders and replace them with young hot.
Is that even
females.
legal?
No, it's completely
Yeah,
illegal.
that is, yeah.
Which is why they gave me a BS reason for letting me go.
Right.
Makes sense now. Yeah.
So could you have gone and sued them for that?
Well,
even though they gave you the BS reason, you know the real reason.
Well, but it's all about my word against theirs. you know?
Right. That's tough.
There was nothing I could do about it.
I got fired from Walmart one time.
Well, that's what did you get for working at Walmart? No offense to anybody that works at Walmart. I mean,
Did you
your
steal
job's
a
your job.
candy bar?
No. What happened? Is that why you got fired from somewhere?
No, maybe you stole a carabiner.
No, that's not why.
That's racist.
What?
Carabiner.
Okay.
Carabiner.
I get it. So, no, I was
still a beaner.
I was at this Walmart, and this girl was very rude and ridiculous. And so she said something to me, and I said, if I was a woman, I would love to punch you in your face.
Nice.
And I got called in the office, and they were like, you threatened her. And I'm like, but no, I didn't. I didn't want to punch her in her face, but if I was a woman, I would have punched her in her face, but I'm not a woman. So therefore, I could not have threatened her. I mean, that's right. Am I right?
Right.
It's logical.
I don't think that's a threat, man. A threat, excuse me. I don't think
No,
that's
it's not a threat. So I got fired for that. The fat manager, he had this like stuff on his desk.
Donuts.
No, it was like papers and shit, and I like took it all, and I just was like, man, fuck you, and I threw all this stuff on the floor, and I walked out. He was like, get back in here, and I like kept walking to the back of the store to go get my stuff. And there was like two other managers. I got swarmed. Swarm, and I got like people running at me and stuff like that, and I was like, no. Then I was like walking around. I was like, "Fuck you!"
Wait, no. Okay, first off, he
you do
fires
that?
you. You pull like some 1980s rock star move and like throw this stack of papers on the ground.
And
then he says, "Get back here." Why? So you could lecture me?
Yeah.
Don't F
No,
yourself,
yeah.
dude.
Why wouldn't you come back?
What do you mean? Dude, either call the cops or
The hammer has
nothing.
been thrown down. What are you gonna do anyway?
There's no point for me to go back.
Get back here. You ever seen the movie Waiting? You guys ever
Yes.
seen the movie?
Yeah. Clearly. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a great movie.
Do you remember the scene where Justin Long quits, but his GM says, "You can't quit. You're fired. You're fired. Get out of my face."
Yeah.
That's what that sounds
Yeah.
Where's this from? He's like, fuck you.
like. Liz,
fuck
language.
you. You're cool.
Be a lady.
That's from. That is from.
That's from Waiting.
No, that's from Half Baked.
Yeah, you're right.
From what?
Half Baked.
Yeah, Cuban B.
Cuban B. Yep.
You and your Puerto Rican friend. I'm Cuban. No, he said your Mexican friend. You and your Mexican friend. I'm Cuban B. Yes, Cuban B.
I'm gonna watch that later.
That's a great
my
movie.
favorite line.
Yeah, that's a great. I thought that was a very underrated movie. But okay, I think the show's about to wrap up. We're gonna just wrap it up. No, you know what? Let's not do that.
Nah, dude, let's wrap it up.
No, man, we got 14 minutes. Let's go to 1. We can go to 1 o'clock. It's gonna be
14 more minutes. We can do it.
we can do it. So Steve, have you ever been fired from a job?
Twice.
What
Let's talk about it.
was the first one you got fired from?
First job that I got fired from was in 2004. I got out of the military in 2002.
Right.
Did a couple stints as a car salesman. You know, yeah,
Steve, I can
and
imagine
it's
that.
funny.
I can imagine Steve as a car salesman.
Wait, used cars or new cars?
Both.
Oh, he's like, I got this fine Toyota Camry here for you.
What cars did you primarily sell?
Chevy and Ford.
Oh.
American.
Yeah.
Well, so
America.
So.
But I wasn't fired from those jobs, though.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you were fired from those jobs.
No,
do.
that was the job that I was fired from was my first my first job in the industry that I work in now.
Okay,
IT.
so what happened?
At the time, the company was called National City Bank. They are now PNC.
Asshole Citibank. What?
Yeah, that's what I thought he said too.
But yeah, I took a position.
A position.
I took a position, and
I took a position.
A position.
Yeah, I secured employment.
Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
no, but I took a position. I think it was a little bit over my head.
A little bit bed over my head.
I had some of the requirements down, but some of the other things I was not used to doing.
Like what?
It was more of a network infrastructure job. I was pretty much primarily desktop support
Okay,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
And I went in. It was like most companies, you have like a 90-day grace period. You know, when you take, you get hired, but you're not fully in until 90 days. Well,
Right.
I didn't make it past 90 days. Essentially, it just
I've
didn't
never
work
heard
out
of
there.
anybody not making it past 90
Me
days.
neither, actually.
Besides, like, fucking gangbangers, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they're caught selling weed. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't make it past the probationary period?
Well, just say I was underqualified for the job.
Right. So
pretty
Steve.
much.
So basically, they were like, Steve, go fix that guy's internet connection over there, and he was like, all right, yeah, I got nothing.
What? What's that?
What do you mean? I got nothing, man. I can't fix that. I can't fix it. Steve, it's your first day. You should be able to, let me show you how to do this. So Steve, the guy walks over there with Steve, and he shows him how to do it.
I don't
He's
know
like,
what an IP address is. What?
the next day, the guy's like, go fix that guy's internet connection. And Steve's like, I got nothing again. Sorry. I just got nothing. So okay. So how did they let you know that? They just like sit you down there. They're like, Steven, come back here in this office.
Yeah,
back
just,
here.
the lady called me in her
Steven, why don't
office.
you go ahead and sit down back over here, and I got to talk to you. And you're like, okay.
Well, she called me into her office and she says, well, you're probably not going to make it past 90, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign you this guy as like a mentor. And he's going to try to, help me out, get me, up to speed on
Right.
some of their things.
Right.
Well, the guy that she assigned to mentor me was so busy with his projects, he never mentored me. So I pretty much just didn't make it.
So you lost that position.
Yeah, I lost that.
The position.
Yeah.
So what was the second job you got fired from? What
That
second
was from-
position?
That was a one-year contracting stint at NASA. I was a contractor for them.
Astronaut Steve.
No, not really.
Steve, what'd you go to college for?
I'm an astronaut.
Business administration, actually.
How the hell did you get a job at NASA?
Military.
Yeah.
What'd you do in the military?
I was radioman.
Poop deck.
No, I did those kind of jobs.
Yeah.
Everybody does on a ship, but I was a radioman, telecommunications.
And now look where he is.
Let me ask you a question. Because I'm a layman when it comes to positions in the Army and military and whatnot. You were in the Army, correct?
Navy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. What? Okay. Well, actually, okay. Different question then. I could see how a radio man in the Navy plays a bigger role in service than say an Army man would. And like I know nothing. When I think of like a radio man, I think of the guy like in the war movies, and he's like laying down next to the commander, and he gets shot up.
And he's talking in the thing like,
yeah.
Guys, I got shot. It's got three guys up in the thing, and we're all shot dead.
So he gets shot in the face, and the commander the commander has to pick up the radio and take over his communications.
Bloody radio.
That's what I think of what a radio man is.
That's what Steve
I mean?
was. He was in the trenches during Vietnam.
The Korean War.
Yeah. When it was the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah.
And he's 36.
So real quick, what's the simplest way you can explain to me what a radio man does in the Navy?
We operate and maintain radio equipment, antennas, transceivers, receivers, cryptography devices which encrypt the communications that are going inboard and outboard of the ship.
So like number stations? Did you run number stations?
No.
Okay. You know what those are?
Mm-mm.
But I would imagine like on a naval ship, that's like 80% of what you're doing is communicating.
Right.
I spent a lot of time on the outside of the ship, fixing antennas, doing maintenance. We did satellite communications like UHF, VHF, different technologies in radio. Pretty much just maintaining equipment, doing inventory, maintenance. And then the second half of my career, I did computer type stuff. They actually had two ratings, which was a radioman and a data processing technician. Well, halfway through my service,
Blah, blah, blah.
they merged those into the IT rating, which is what
Right.
I left it as.
Okay. Yeah.
Half of my career was doing radio. The other half was doing computer IT-based stuff.
Where were you stationed?
I was stationed in Italy.
Korea.
Italy for 2 years. Naples. And
Nice. So you hit the lottery then, right?
Did you bag some Italian chicks?
Dude, tell me you hit that. Tell me you hit that, dude.
A little bit.
At least one chubby Italian chick. At least one. Dude.
There's actually not a lot of chubby people over there.
I know, but I know.
Italians are
But he found him.
He found the one.
Hey, I left chubby. But,
I know. Did you eat her?
Dude, tell me. But in all seriousness, tell me you had like some kind of girlfriend over there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do
you speak Italian?
The big
Do you know a little
sexy-
bit? Do you know a little bit?
The big sexy American sailor.
Ooh.
That's
used
what
to
it
know a
was.
little bit of it. I knew, Naples had their own dialect, which is like Neapolitan, so it was a little different.
Did it go like this? Bibbidi bobbidi bobbidi bibbidi. Bibbidi bobbidi bobbidi bibbidi.
No, I don't know if it's,
Bibbidi-bobbidi.
I think that might be more like Sicily.
Oh, bibbidi bobbidi bobbidi.
And I'm Italian. I think that's Sicily. I don't know though.
Yeah, Carl, where's my garlic bread? Oh,
hey, oh,
busting my balls here.
What's the matter, you? Huh?
Forget about it.
Come over here and smack you real quick.
Forget about it.
Oh, forget about
Living
it.
into the passport again.
Tony Soprano.
I love how we're like a very specific Brooklyn Italian.
Brooklyn Italian, yeah.
That's now all Italians. All of them.
Tony Soprano. All right. Hey, guys, it's about time to wrap up the show.
We didn't finish asking Lewis's questions.
I know, dude. We have to take it to next week, man. So in honor of the police and everybody that did their great job over this week, I'm going to play this song, and then we will talk to all you guys next week. Remember, you can listen